Welcome, adventurers. Before we dive into the action-packed world of Orensil, I want to take a moment to thank our premier sponsor, Forged in Fantasy, the incredible suppliers behind the stunning decor you see in our MythFits studio. From sharp, usable blades to intricate decorative pieces, they've turned our space into a true D&D adventurer's haven. Forged in Fantasy is a family-owned business with over 20 years of experience, and they've dedicated their whole lives to delivering exceptional customer service to help you find the right sword, shield, and more. Their passion for quality shows in every piece they offer, and trust me, they're just as amazing in person as the pieces you see and the props we use in our studio. Whether you're looking for a razor-sharp live blade, or a full-tang steel masterpiece, or a foam sword for your next cosplay, Forged in Fantasy has it all. They even sharpen pocket knives for free and can handle blades even larger right there in the store. You've got to experience it for yourself. They are located at the Triangle Town Center Mall in Raleigh, North Carolina. Forged in Fantasy takes the guesswork out of shopping by skipping online sales and shipping and waiting weeks for a product you've never seen. Forged in Fantasy provides hands-on assistance to help you find the perfect items for your decor, props, and cosplay needs that day. It's so worth the trip to see a store that has everything an adventuring party needs for their next campaign. Forged in Fantasy, we can't thank you enough for being part of the MythFits journey and for helping us create a studio worthy of adventurers everywhere. Check out Forged in Fantasy's Instagram and location info below in our sponsors' links. And don't forget to visit them at the Triangle Town Center Mall in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hey everybody, welcome. It's Tuesday night again. Thanks for tuning into MythFits. We'll get right into it. Believe it or not, he did get over a little bit of stiffness that he had last week. Our boy Zach, playing Gog Magog, is back. Welcome back, bud.
Hey,
feeling better?
Hello. Did I?
Yes.
Great. So last...
No, quick, flip his face again.
Yeah, flip the face again.
He's still wearing a tasteful V, though.
Far
Oh, God.
Come back up.
For the bit.
We don't have insurance for him. But what we do have is another great session. The last time we left off, we got done. We don't even have peanuts.
We got cheese balls.
Make sure you guys, if you guys go to Forged in Fantasy, make sure to mention MythFits. You can get 10% off when you go in there. Just mention MythFits when you go in Forged in Fantasy. All right. So our last session, you guys had to take a detour because there was a major rock slide, mudslide. You ended up having to take a detour, and as you were walking past the bathhouse, you noticed that there was a bunch of small, furry, humanoid creatures out front.
With the furries.
They looked like they were on strike. You guys went there. You found out what was going on. Unfortunately, they did steal some powder.
I wanted to stomp them into the ground.
They don't know.
I really wanted.
They're really anxious to play, guys. They unfortunately stole some of the powder kegs. You managed to stop them. Papa Fitty, the Ursine bear folk, polar bear guy, the owner for the Beastman Bathhouse, was relatively pleased with what happened for being your first and only day working. He's left you there and offered his guest houses in the back as a way, and as it's kind of getting into dusk and night, to rejuvenate and take a good night's rest before you head out.
Did he pay us?
He has not, but he is right in front of you. We left off, he's kind of there in the
That's right, I'm still holding this paralyzed mouse.
The Duke is not there because he's going to clean up Guppy's mess.
That's true.
Can I go with you? I feel really bad.
He just looks at you. You can just stand over there, as I will mend all the bottles and use precipitation to clean everything. So it's just like, wax on, wax off.
And as I go sit in the corner, I look sufficiently ashamed.
With the amount of different chemicals all mixing together, give me a definitely. What kind of check should that be?
I'm using magic, so should it just be? Well, I'm using magic, so should it just be like a spellcasting?
Yeah. Let's just do a spellcasting check with your modifier.
Please hold.
Yeah.
It's directly after the beat.
18.
18, yeah. All the oils and all the essential oils and massage oils all get put back in the right bottles as you kind of bend them and prestidigitatiousness them back into and on the shelves.
Are any of them whipping past you, or are you like?
I think just like
Far
doing
enough
it in, like
away.
in person and like it just kind of coming together, and he's just like,
I want to pipe up and go, please don't touch that one. Don't get on your skin. I've seen what it does, and I don't know what these people do with their spare time, but it's not relaxing.
I was not planning on it.
It splashes.
Papa Fitty comes out of the locker room. He's changed out of this kimono that he was wearing, and it's more just like his normal clothes. All right, man. You guys enjoy the facilities and everything I have to offer here. Nice house in the back. You guys have a good night, all right? Man, you're looking a lot better today. You were stiff. You got a little relaxed. That's you look a lot better.
Well, one more thing before you retire for the night, as I'm still holding this mouse that's paralyzed by its tip. There was some talk of compensation, I do believe.
Oh, yes. I tell you what, man, I pay him a gold a day, brother. I'm offering you some space around here. What kind of compensation might be you looking for?
Fine dining.
You are the eighth plague.
That's what the
If
meat
there
is.
is any food left, I think we cooked literally everything we had last time, because
You should be full.
I'll just take a few bottles of sake and may I take one of the bottles in here?
be my guest, man. Yep, whatever you guys want to use in kind of facility things, I feel like that's a sufficient enough payment and giving you guys my goodness.
Look, I had to stare at that thing all night last week, please.
I'll switch it.
Oh my God. No, now I'm sad.
Oh, come on, brother, cheer up, brother.
Well, I mean, I do believe that we did save your entire building from being blown up by these radicals. Perhaps a small stake in your profits might go a long way.
I think just planting the tree is plenty enough. Considering the amount of work I did.
I was very busy as well.
Yeah, man, I'm about to go plant that right now before I go home.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Just remember, if they're feeling good and they're having a good time, we just ask for a small fleck of their blood.
Oh man, that ain't no problem. I'm sure I can get a little lancet out and just prick that little bit of blood on it. Ain't no thing.
I don't know if you have this yet, but I didn't see any acupuncture and tools. That might be a mighty nice thing to add to your spa. Would absolutely explain any little pinprick of blood. No complications necessary.
Little lady, last time I had that in here, we had a beautiful little porcupine folk in here. He'd use his little quills and he would enhance them. One too many quills and the wrong person took out a 9. We kind of got rid of the acupuncture in here. But I am looking, maybe, to bring it back. I do have the space.
You do have plenty of space.
Mm-hmm. Is that something you're familiar with? I heard,
Well, I hope you find the right, just the right person for you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on out of here if there's nothing else you need me for.
Nothing else. Thank you very much. We'll just use what we have here and we'll call it even.
All right.
Just once, I want to see.
As he leaves,
my trick.
the Duke is just like going to turn in place, like almost stonily towards you. Don't worry too much.
What are we doing with this?
Oh, just throw it outside. He'll pick him up in the morning.
We're not getting rid of it that easily.
Meat bag?
Oh, no, he said he wanted to use him tomorrow for working still.
Oh.
Still? It's still alive, technically.
Just throw it outside and leave it there.
So if, like a snake, you want to...
I didn't need to do that.
Throw it into the meat bag.
Were you not listening? Were you not listening?
Okay, whatever. Secondly, don't worry about the gold. Whatever he could pay us is not even close to all the things I've seen in here. And he said we had free access to it. I'll pick up 3 or 4 of the best poisons for you.
What about anything a little bit more gaudy and valuable? Shiny.
Ooh,
You like shiny, yes.
I like shiny.
You're not allowed to talk still.
Oh yeah, we're not allowed to talk. We're also still very covered in mud.
Well,
What the fuck? Why are we calling it bad? I didn't know that you could do that.
I took a little bit of a
role in there. Perhaps we've been dazed for longer than I thought.
Oh, it was not bad.
Alright,
Oh damn, I forgot to get that little Tabaxi's major image digits.
I took it
Forgot to do
famous.
that.
alright. I'm just gonna let
Carrier
you
pigeon.
all do what you do. Alister,
Are you sure?
Yeah, Sir Grace.
could you pick us out like two of the best sakis that he has? One for you to sniff and one for me to drink.
Well, certainly, Count. I've seen some of the better ones in the kitchen, for sure.
Thank you. As the Duke is just gonna go back into the room where he was helping Guppy. May I make a medicine check?
For what?
I want to see which of these different ointments would be the most deadly in combination with each other. Because we were told that there was a lot of bad stuff in here.
Well, there was one I saw that it looked like spores, very light. You can just kind of sprinkle it on stuff, but it made some splotchy rashes. It was like making some pustules or whatever. It looked like he was covered in damn buttholes. And I figured maybe if you put that down someone's mouth or throat or something, they can't breathe.
Or stab them.
Or stab.
I could mix it with the shit your pants berries, and that would be a hell of a drug.
The what?
Right now.
You have what?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
That's just what I have in my item list.
19.
Shit your pants berries.
Nice.
Works. Whatever works.
We're not allowed to talk because they're upset that I ordered the entire menu.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like that's expected.
No,
There was room service provided, and I was trying to have it.
That's the purpose of it, to be served.
It's in the room.
If anyone, at least Blade should have understand service.
Yeah.
speaking of ordering everything on the menu, Master God, I noticed that you haven't gotten the proper dessert delivered, and I happen to have one here.
He's way too nice.
Okay, so when we finished last time, I want to state, as a dungeon master, I made a boo-boo and I let a check go unanswered. So last time we finished, and I do apologize, Alister, you glorious shiny bastard, that
Speaking of Chrome Dome,
you rolled a 19 to make that, correct?
That's correct.
Beautiful. All right, I have a plan. Go for it.
This is a wonderful, it is called a cupcake from where I'm from.
Oh, a cupcake.
It is small, but you can say succulent. It is a dessert.
A bit small, don't you think? It's like, it's cake. It's cake, but it's the size of a cup. You've eaten enough.
Yeah, you can have it.
It is absolutely delightful.
do I see this going on? Friend Alister, I do believe I have some
Just
some
like the
hot
Spider-Man
fudge.
meme.
At
Roll
this
up a
point, I
vial
think you
and
guys
stick
are all gathered kind of in the main foyer,
Sure.
in the spa, and it's just you guys there. So yeah, this is all going on.
So there you go.
How does it taste?
How does it
Would you like
taste?
some hot fudge for your
So,
cupcake?
I don't trust hot
you
fudge from you.
Do I make you eat one of the beans?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yes.
You made that.
You guys ordered everything on the menu, and Alister
Comes out of the same way as we did.
pretty much lost his cool trying to keep up with
You
everything.
see, I don't question him because he's always been nice to me.
So you rolled a 19. I'm gonna base that on the check. Give me a Constitution. Eating like a super spicy
I guess
cupcake.
I also
Well,
have
like,
Iron
gut
guts?
check? Iron
Is
gut?
it a
Or
saving
iron
throw?
gut. Iron gut's
gut?
fine. Yep,
Okay.
iron gut's fine. And it's you. Did you guys both take a bite or?
No, I
just so
took the
everybody knows,
cupcake
I
and
made
went,
this cupcake. I specifically
What
said
else?
It
I
was on-
needed
it
it
was on
spicy.
No, you
As
don't need to.
possible.
Just Dogmagog.
You got this, buddy.
Establish whether they share stomachs or not.
Did you just throw? Did you
They'll have
trash in
problems
your desk?
after.
He put it in there. Somebody threw it at him. Okay, so
That's
that's
not
an 18.
I would was that directly against the 19?
Yeah, no. He fails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, I could use
Let's
my
fucking
pep
go.
points here Just saying.
I'll use all 7 of my pet points.
Would you like to use your pet point?
No, I want to see what's happening. I have no idea what's happening right now.
Alright, you take 2 points of what feels like just an intense spicy on your tongue. Everything's going to taste numb for the next 2 hours, and you also take 2 HP damage as you feel like your tongue's even starting to blister at this point.
I hate to be rude. You've done better.
It is called a palate cleanser.
Oh, and then I should. Big guy over there, he's the one that ate most of the things.
Well, I do say you
Well, did you share? You should share.
It was so small, I just. You know. Here, let me try.
Bird feeding birds each other.
No! No!
How big of a cupcake was it? Just like normal size? Oh yeah, that was gone in one.
Yeah, it was. I smeared it on the side of my cheek.
Back to your check. So sorry.
It's alright.
You find some whisper root extract, some sable lotus oil, and some ghost cat balm. Each one can be mixed together to have some kind of poisonous effect.
What if I mix them all together?
Mixing them all together, give me a D4 roll, and then I'll pick which effect you'll get.
You got this.
Maybe 2 D4s to see which ones. Double effect?
No, just
Okay.
one.
2.
A 2. You'll take, it has an effect, it absorbs through the skin during a deep tissue massage, and it takes 1 minute to absorb. The DC is 16 Constitution save, and then they fall into a death-like sleep, and they're unconscious for 1d4 hours. But it takes a minute to apply.
But what if it's stabbed into them? Well, after a minute, will they go to sleep?
It's no.
Because it says it because when it gets into the tissue. So like if we stab someone with
it's through a deep tissue massage for 1 minute.
Yeah, so like if you stab them,
That's pretty deep in the tissue.
But you have to massage it in. The
whole reason why it's massaged in though is because it needs to get into the skin itself. If you're stabbing someone with that, it's already going to absorb into the body.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry, one way or another, I'll make use of it.
This guy.
Can we go to the
Let me actually. That was very meta. So let me talk. Let me talk with the Duke.
The bath bomb.
As he'll mix these together. The Duke is like sitting in one of the big like futon chairs, and he's like has these vials together. He's like taking out these goggles and just putting them in. And he takes it out. Well, yeah, that hurts my tongue. Yeah. I don't know for certain, but I believe.
My bottle marker.
I believe with the mixes there, the spores and then the tissue cleanser, should technically, if you apply it directly into the body, and I do mean directly, and not in that way, I mean like stabbing or rapier or
That's also a deep tissue
claws.
massage, though.
Guppy?
Yeah.
No.
Like a deep tissue massage.
Nope. I have scales.
If you stab it into them, most likely it should make them fall into sleep.
And how many uses are there of this?
It comes in pints?
You get 4 uses.
Alright, one full vial.
While they're talking about deep tissue massages, Alister is going to clunk his way down towards the kitchen.
Okay.
Into if there's a wine cellar section of it or something like that, and look for the best sake.
You're looking for sake.
I am.
Good. Okay, give me a investigation check.
Very well.
It's a pretty decent selection of different kinds of 10. There is a section over there labeled rice wines.
Okay.
And yeah, there are some, and they're a little bit different. They're more in like clay or porcelain style bottles.
Okay. How many bottles?
There's only 2 bottles there.
Only 2.
Only 2 bottles.
What else is
they
there?
don't have the biggest selection. Yeah, it's not like a full winery or anything. They just have.
Well, 2 bottles just will not do. I'm gonna take those 2, and then I'm gonna try to see if there's like a bigger container, a keg, or a big vase thing of ale or beer or something like that?
Yeah, there is one keg, partial full there of what looks like beer. Or
I'll
ale.
take it. I'll try to bring it back up.
All right, yeah, give me athletics, or actually give me lift. Lift check. Yep.
14.
14. Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, you're able to get it up the stairs.
Very well. Sake, Your Grace.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what I have found, but it was the only ones I had, and Master Auden, as your palate cleanser is probably still a little spicy. Perhaps you can quench your thirst here.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, see, I told you should have had the hot fudge.
No.
All right, you all do whatever you want. I'm gonna go rest with my sake.
That sounds like a good
I am gonna go find the room where all the oils were.
We just all went in on these oils. Some of them were powdery spores, just to be fair.
What would you like to do?
I would like to oil my armor.
Okay, so looking at the oils up there, give me a medicine check.
The Duke's gonna be walking by with his sake.
11. 15.
11, 15.
Your Grace, your input is always welcome.
Use that one.
It's so beneficial.
Yeah, you find a pretty neutral peppermint oil up there, so you'll smell minty fresh.
Because they already couldn't hear him clinking around. Now they'll smell you coming.
But he won't be nauseous.
Yeah, true.
It's that
Listen,
gif of
mint.
Does anyone smell that menthol?
Yeah, you know the one.
Those women, they're menthols.
Laugh all you want, but steel does stink quite.
It is starting to get about nighttime now. There's 4 bungalows in the back. Each one kind of has its own private access to the mass of different kind of hot spring pools in the back. But whatever you guys want to do, just laying out the area.
So this cupcake's pretty spicy. We're in like a bathhouse, right? Where's the bath?
It's actually one big hot spring.
Oh, perfect.
It's kind of
I've got a mighty thirst.
the building itself is almost like this U-shape. Bungalows are kind of in the back, and in the middle is like the main hot spring with a few other ones kind of branching off.
Literally.
So I'll force my brother to come along. I'm going. The entire time just thunk. Yeah, the alcohol, the I don't think alcohol helps spice at all, so I'm like, no.
No, makes it worse.
Are those gifts still in there?
I'm not sure if fire resistance helps with spice, but
No, everyone's gone.
What gifts are you talking about?
The couple that I horrifically gave mud baths to?
Oh yeah, they left.
All right.
Everyone's gone.
They were the ones that definitely had a complaint.
Yeah.
so with our muddy body,
Valiant attempt, though.
with our muddied body, I'll get into the water and I'll just start going.
So drinking some water.
As you do this, the smoke just pans over slightly. The Duke has the 2 bottles of sake and he's leaned back. He's just like,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for the time being.
I'm not.
I'm
just I don't see you at all. I'm just looking over at you and I'm going.
All my brain up.
Yeah, I'm like holding his brain back and I'm just like, does it taste good?
It tastes like I'm licking a stalactite.
Give me an iron gut.
Are you just robed in the bath in the spring?
I feel like it's not. He's not fully. I feel like it's the
natural
like
20.
the kimono's like
20.
hanging down.
Unnatural.
So it's just like his upper
Fine.
body's exposed.
It's just like drinking like hot water.
It's super minerally.
I mean, fair.
You all,
It's like therapeutic tea.
you know that.
Oh, you're here.
Urea.
Yes.
Hello.
Well, while they're
Duke.
doing that, just we find
Hello.
I'm not sharing with
You
them.
know this is like a bath.
Only provides temporary. We dead
If you get
people.
you to sleep in the pool, I'd sleep in the bed.
We do that.
Yes.
You sleep
This is
in
like
the-
soup. Yeah.
Your voice speaks.
It's like,
You know, for some reason, I
don't.
don't feel like being in here anymore.
what's
You all
wrong?
enjoy.
It's still warm.
Yes, I know. Renfield's tending to the fires.
Oh, hello, Renfield.
He's not here. He's downstairs in the boiler room, still working.
I like look at a pipe. Hello, Renfield.
Wait, is this a natural hot spring or is this a heated spring?
It's a natural hot spring.
With steam being piped through.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's both.
Okay.
So it's like a natural hot spring that they're using more steam to make it look
Yes.
cooler.
Yes.
Somebody give me a
Perfect.
culture check. I can tell you more about it if anybody wants to.
Oh.
He was
I would know, right? No.
I would help.
I wouldn't know anything about
There
those.
is no culture, but I can
16.
try.
I know who we are.
16. You know this being
No, culture's
as
fine.
close to the north where it is, and there's a very large volcano to the north in Orensill where you have a bunch of elves that live and do stuff around there. These lava tubes flow from the north going out, and this is just where probably one of those lava tubes kind of meets some underground water and creates a spring, and they built this nice bathhouse.
You guys give me just 1 second. I apologize.
Sure, go for it.
I will tell you a quick story. I will tell you a quick story.
Tell me more.
There has been I have been to several villages of elves that have used the lava flows from the volcano from our lord Malric that built all sorts of contraptions, all sorts of fantastical things, and this is what these creatures did, but more in a luxury, not a war or exploding fashion. It's quite industrious of them, if you ask me.
Do you think it's sulfur free and, safe?
It is probably safe. There is definitely high minerals. I would urge everybody probably not to drink.
I do believe the rotten egg smell is a. What? The rotten egg smell is not in the water.
The elves in the Northern Empire do work with the waters as well when it's warm, but it's pretty nice up there.
Yes.
I spent a decent amount of time there. It's where I went to college.
You did, that's right.
Which
You
part
mentioned
of college?
Almost all the muds. Okay.
where you have become the doctor.
Correct.
To be fair, I did suppose that you probably just bought your certification as a doctor using your nobility, but you do seem to know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you probably bought your way with that woman.
Oh, surprisingly not this one.
You can do that.
Let's move on. We shouldn't talk about this anymore.
Probably right.
It was quite disturbing.
Anyways, I'm gonna go sleep.
Same.
Likewise.
We have 4 cabanas. You all have 1.
Well, he don't sleep. If he can hang out in Shadow's room and make sure he doesn't, go around doing nothing.
Sir Alister,
untoward.
you are free to enjoy the night's breeze in my quarters if you wish, or right outside on the deck.
I think I will probably go check on our rams.
That's probably good. Let us know if you need anything. It is perfectly fine. Oh, here's your bottle of sake. I told you you could waft it.
Oh, your grace, it's quite polite of you to offer me some. Thank you.
Of course. Renfield! As, what our dear friend Zach doesn't know, as from behind, you do see the classic Renfield hood,
Okay.
but everything else, he is wearing one of those white wraparound, like little
Oh god.
sumo wrestler things.
And nothing else.
And nothing else. And his the sewn up body parts of different races are all over. And he just walks behind you, and he's in brute form, so he's muscular as hell.
Not the response I expected to get out of that one.
Renfield, I feel like I don't remember you looking like that.
And he just follows the Duke right behind him.
Yeah.
Aww,
He looks like the first thing I ever tried to quilt.
let him cook.
You quilt? Not anymore.
I can see
My
why.
goodness.
The
I
Duke
would
is
be
going to
embarrassed.
turn at that and stare you in the eyes with so much disdain.
But why?
At least it's better than knitting.
What?
He is my good
Are you
creation.
Roll for presents.
And I'm the best crafter.
Okay.
Yeah, roll for presents. It's very
Presents!
Yay, presents.
Can I roll anything to resist that?
19.
Ooh.
Absence. Roll
That's pretty
absence.
good, Duke.
I'm gonna say
My own presence for me?
Actually,
Intimidation.
wisdom.
They're aura farming.
I was gonna say either your charisma, wisdom, or I don't mind you doing presents at the same time. You guys are just
Trying to out-present each other.
That's a 26.
Sorry, I must remind you, we are
Sorry.
over 10 feet
Yeah,
tall.
sorry, I crossed my arms and a cape spawns us and blows into the wind.
My billowing cape tries to billow, but it can't keep up. As he just
cross your arm and I go,
As the name implies.
So that means that there is a bungalow for each one of you, a cabana bungalow for each one of you. Walking inside of them, very simple beds. The backs of them open out to their own individual kind of hot spring pools with
Oh,
with,
personal
with,
pools.
with some privacy fenced up, so everyone's able to even relax. The lights look like they have some kind of dancing light kind of effect in each one of the lanterns in there, and it looks like there's a dial on them, so you can control the lights in there. It's very mood. The vibe is very relaxing, and there's a very pleasant scent of something floral in each one of the rooms. But each one of you has your own room.
We're quite good at compensating for people of different body types. Yeah, this one's really big.
I poked my head out the door and yelled down the hall, "Yeah, you should have seen that elephant that I had to help
You should
today."
have seen the hippo. I feel like I've missed a lot, and a lot of people have been talking about things that have happened in a way. You were very tired. I was so very tired.
Well, yes, Gubba gave some sort of facial to some elefante.
It was
Got the
supposed
facial with one?
It was supposed to be restoration, but I think I did a science experiment, and I'm not quite proud of what I did. I'd like to go sleep it off.
Looks like some dukes rubbing off on you. I made a hippo itchy.
We saw the Duke's
You make
little
most
Duke.
people itchy.
Sounds like a good day.
I can't unsee it.
I'm gonna go into like my room, close the door.
There's nothing to see on it.
Wow!
You rolled. I remember the roll for it.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, that's below average.
Hey,
Aww.
it's okay.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Use your
It was pretty warm down there.
no, not really.
We were in the boiler rooms. It was pretty warm.
He's still.
The kimono was
He's a
short.
vampire. It's pretty cold.
he's hot-blooded.
Oh yeah, that's right. You hung upside down and.
Yeah.
Nah, I remember.
Also, while you all are having the conversation, you hear the.
All right, so you're doing a little work before bed. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go out and sit by the pool, and I am intending to have a relaxing time.
Got you.
So we'll see.
So you got your feet kind of in the hot spring. Shadow, what are
So
you
I
doing?
will go over to the cabana next door, knock on the Etton's door.
Okay.
Fish broth.
Do we answer the door? Especially if it's Shadow.
Shadow?
Yes. Fish broth. I have need of your crafting expertise.
Fish stroganoff.
Alright, you roll. I'll roll. Okay. If I get the bigger number.
You hear this from inside.
If I get the bigger number, we'll answer. Okay. If you get the bigger number, we don't answer. Okay. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, damn it. I guess we. Alright, I got. We go. I thought we do.
Redo. Okay.
So as you're deliberating this, you see like a piece of cloth slide under the door.
Door's not locked.
Our fingers are too big to lock it. Oh, I know. And you hear like a wet, like slurping sound, like it, and then like this shadowy figure rises up from like this cloak, and then you see
We're not looking.
We're like
We're like
over a
these
table.
dice right now.
You're trying to be all impressive, and they're like,
if my number's big,
Well, I was just
we
trying to
have
get it.
answer.
So and then I like
Okay.
tap you guys on the shoulder between you two.
What's that?
Yeah, what was it? 2, 1. Okay, so we don't answer. We don't answer for you. Okay.
So what But you were taking a while, so and
But I wrote bigger!
Shadows now and they're like demure, like elf female form again.
I didn't even answer.
But you were taking too long. So I have need
What's
of like.
wrong with you?
What do you mean?
These are our private quote. What if we were being private? Yeah, what if we were naked?
We are currently naked right now.
I've seen. Surprisingly, they're giving you a size. It's about the same as the Duke.
Walk up on a dock.
It's really depressing.
We didn't roll for it.
No, our hides it.
Actually, drank pretty well. I have need of a leather bag. See, I wish to make it.
Do you want to see it?
Is that an iron gut check? Or
We get to roll with advantage because we have 2 heads.
What
"Don't be intelligent."
Why is it smiling at me?
What are we
Why does it
doing?
have teeth?
What is
You have to
happening?
sit next to me.
So you're asking them to do what?
I'm asking you to craft me a leather bag. I wish to make a bag of holding, so I'm going to enchant it.
We could use this rat for leather.
Not a bad idea.
I have some leather. Or you can just keep him for later.
For
Fur
Sir,
trim.
for Sir
I would have had
over there to
personality.
see
I would have
that
had an
thing
idea.
Don't worry.
No, it's
I
fine.
can make you a bag.
to have tomorrow.
That would be wonderful.
I got it. This one could have a face.
He does have.
Oh.
I only have 1 hand.
Here,
As
give me
rude
this
as hell.
I just have its head and I put my finger in it and I go,
I could be a bag.
I feel like your finger is too big, so the mouth would just like split. And so the mouth splits, and it's just one jaw here, and then the top. of the
okay,
head
sorry,
on the other.
I go,
Well, now you've made a wonderful clasp.
The only thing left on your finger are the ears. So you just have mouse ears on your finger.
I didn't know we didn't need his
Get the quill. Get the quill. I need 2 dots right there. Okay, perfect. One more. Okay.
and then there's 2 little eyes on the ear finger.
I'll show it to the cat. Oh!
The
Gideon thing. I need to give you a
The
name.
cat's laying on our clothes.
Char.
It's very
Sure.
intrigued by the mouse finger that you're throwing in its face. So give me an animal handling.
We've completely forgot you're here.
Why'd you do it in me?
It's gonna be quite high.
I was looking past you.
Okay.
I want you to know while I was doing that, I was like, I probably shouldn't be looking at her. So, 18.
18. You go coochie coochie coo. The Gideon still, he's only been with you a couple days. Definitely latches onto your finger.
Okay.
Like a newborn.
You're doing so great. Look at you go. Yeah. Good, Kitty. Yes. Look at you. Now just remember that's gonna be saved for Shadow in the future.
So about that.
Oh, hey, yes. You know, 1 second.
You take 2 pieces.
Stop.
Like some assistance.
Try to shake it off my finger.
Can I just like try and grab this cat from them?
Yeah, give me animal handling.
Oh, let's see. Not my
The
strong
cat
suit.
after getting thrown out. Oh,
What is it?
14?
14? Yeah, you're able to get the kitty
That's
in
an
off.
old reference. You two won't get it.
It lets you hold it. It's very mild,
Be gentle with it.
and it seems very.
Do not
busy.
tell me how to raise my goddamn animal. You fucking freak.
Whoa.
No offense. We like their
Do you want your bag or not?
I would appreciate it.
peeled brain. Then shut the fuck up.
That's haunting glove.
Some big words.
It was how big?
That made it so much worse. Guppy.
Yeah, when you
No.
if,
No.
All right, are you guys doing anything else?
Okay, give me my cat back and I'll make you a bag.
The kitty
I
is
just set the cat down.
You set the cat down, and it will be just outside your door. It's not actually coming in there. It's going to play with the mouse outside.
That's fine.
This is the rest
So are
of the
you
rat
turning
body.
in then, Shadow?
Yep.
All right, you guys are turning in.
I'm gonna go see the Duke first.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to the Duke.
Like a roll.
Hello?
Hey, I had a question.
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on in. I just finished with Renfield.
Oh, good. Is that what that means? That's you.
Yeah, I have to replace his core.
Okay. What? Never mind. So I had a question. Is it okay if Renfield doesn't have that armor tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I want to do something very funny.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay.
No, it doesn't bother me too much.
Okay. Yeah.
bothers me.
You'll have the armor again as a stand-in for the next day after.
That's fine. You don't need to ask me that. Just.
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure it was cool, like, because I already gave you the armor once. I didn't want you to wake up tomorrow and be like, "Well,
It's all
where
right.
is it?" I can still taste the cupcake. Must have been good then.
You want me to fix that real quick?
Should have had the fudge.
Baby.
Dubious. Toes.
It's dubious.
I heard it was spicy, right? So it's like probably
Goes
nervous.
amongst the local minotaur.
To his tongue?
Yeah.
It's just like fire damage almost. It literally blistered his tongue.
Cool.
No, Minotaur.
He's gonna like lean down. Open. Medicine
Oh,
check.
him.
Yes.
You're just like
That's a 28.
28. Yeah, he has not only problems with his tongue having a blister on it now, but the aroma coming out of his mouth and hitting you in the face. I need you to make a Constitution check.
It's like every bean.
That's good. That's pretty good for the Duke. It's actually an 18.
18. Yeah, it hits you. It's somewhere between liver onion, stink bug, and burnt rubber.
But then there's just like a hint of Carolina Reaper in there.
I love how much those beans just impacted us.
I'll never forget.
That's a generational trauma now. And I need to be the
It
end
will
of the
last.
cycle.
Yeah.
It would last.
With the 28 and my medicine bag, because you know my medicine bag can get hit points back. Could I use that instead to like treat like topical burns? And then, as I'm doing that, I would like to stuff mint into his like
Salad. Oh, he has one food.
like into the sides of his cheeks.
How much mint?
All of it now.
I think like a leaf apiece.
A whole candy cane.
Just like rips a whole handful out.
Just like a leaf, like while he's doing the healing on the tongue, he's just gonna grab a mint leaf and just mush it into his teeth on each side. It's numb, so you don't taste or feel anything.
I haven't had to do this ever since our scaled mother.
Yeah.
And then he just like, all right, closing your mouth.
Oh! My bone!
It's a different spicy.
Why do your teeth look whiter? Whitewashing.
All right, you're good.
All right, Huckleberry.
It's better. Thank you.
All right. Anything else that you got?
All right, now get out. I want to go into my nest.
All right, bro. What? Okay, bye.
And since you see it, you see the Duke. There is a perfectly nice bed and everything, but once again, his sleeping upside down sleeping bag is in the
bed's just
center
hanging
of the
from the
room,
ceiling.
and he just walks straight up and just goes into it, and it zips up.
How far is it from the bed, though? Like, the end of the bag is, like, right there above the bed?
Yeah, no, it's not even near the bed. It's just in the middle of the, like, because you know this is probably one of those bungalows that have the side room like this.
True.
It's just one of the beams across in the middle of the room. That's where the two
Looking
kids.
like a goddamn you.
Also, the moment that you like get all comfortable in bed, Ramsey's medium armor that I made the previous morning just shatters into pieces.
That's kind of cool. All right. Blah, 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 blah,
All
blah.
right, so everybody's basically turning in. You're checking on the RAM. What are you doing checking on the RAM?
On the way to the RAM, I'm thinking about the seeds. Have they been buried?
Yes.
Do I know where?
Yeah, give me... I'll just say yeah. It's pretty obvious.
Like,
It
I
looks
know
like
where
he's just taken some bigger rocks and just kind of formed a simple circle over where he's planted it.
Do I know where the two dead things went? That,
One went into the fire and one went into the meat bag. Two went to the meat
the
bag.
paralyzed one went to the meat bag.
After becoming wood.
Whoa.
No, the first dead one went to the meat bag as well.
Did it? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You weren't supposed to kill
So what else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if there's anybody just standing around the courtyard on the way to the Rams.
No, you guys are there by yourself.
No workers, nobody.
Nobody working. No, I'll make it real easy for you. You guys have the place to yourself.
Ooh, while the cat's away.
Anything else you're doing?
Yeah.
I was hoping she'd come out and play again, rather. A bit funny, though.
How do the Rams look?
Give me animal
Oh,
handling.
I meant the other character.
Going through them, checking them out.
Okay.
Oh
yeah. It's gonna be a 4.
4?
Oh.
You're not sure. War rams, not your specialty. It seems like a new kind of species for the area, and it seems like only orcs use it, so you're not really that versed in understanding it. As far as you can tell, it's just kind of bedded down on the ground next to the cart, and it's still tied to the
And it's just one war ram?
Yeah, it's just one big war ram. Yeah.
Okay.
We did make sure he was near grass.
Yeah, there's grass over there.
And there's the water streaming hill, so it's
I wouldn't put it past some of the striking little animals on strike to be like hiding in the ram's wool to kind of like escape or something.
I'm trying to see if there's anybody else around, but it doesn't seem like there's anybody else around at this point.
So what kind of...
And I kind of remember something about blood and the seeds needing blood.
Mm-hmm.
Do I remember if it was a specific kind of blood?
Give me... I guess you can do an Arcana if you'd like.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20. This is the most proper clap I've ever heard.
It is for Alister.
Yes, what? Indubitably.
Oh, that was what he said.
Wait, what was the voice?
Good.
What am I doing in this gentleman's club dinner?
God, too much role play, not enough time. All right. So you rolled a natural 20. Altogether, what is that with your Arcana? Do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay,
It's
so
just
we're
straight
good.
natural 20.
You know that the seeds, when planted, seeds of devotion that you've heard from other people, once planted and either a sacrifice or other kind of offering is made, these provide people that are tied to those seeds special abilities when the seed has grown and they go back to the site.
But do I remember what kind of blood it...
You've never seen how these seeds work for Malric, so you're not sure about that. But you know that it can be a plethora of different things. And it takes maybe a few hours to a couple days.
Okay.
And it also depends on how large or how much of an offering has been left as well.
I'm going to take out my war pick.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to stab the ram into the forehead as hard as I can.
Okie dokie.
Hell yeah.
Give me.
And then this is in a barn, right?
Yeah.
Is there like a bucket close by?
No, it's just kind of parked next to the house out in the front. Everybody's out back, so I don't even think they would hear anything. You're very alone right now.
Okay.
But you're probably not trying to be like, all right, Mr. Ram, here it comes.
Oh, yeah, it's sleeping. You said it's sleeping. So.
Goodbye.
So let's see if you can get it. It is sleeping. So yeah, with advantage, give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Man. That's fucking
Hold on
up.
a second. Apologize, Your Grace. You don't know what's going on, though.
He doesn't.
Use my weapons. No. Shit.
But I'm still disturbed.
We're evil, it's okay.
It's metal as hell.
Where would the weapons be on the tablet?
They're right here.
Oh, you got it?
I got it. Yeah. Okay, so 19 plus 5, so 24.
Yes, you can hit them.
Okay. And that's going to be a 1d8 piercing.
I'm just saying to you,
4, 5, 6, 7.
you can
Piercing.
You're about to do a long rest. You might as well just smite it into the ground.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I have that feeling. So
I'm not gonna lie, you literally took the words out of my mouth. I was like, would you like to divine smite?
yeah, I will.
Divine Smite and normal smite. And then
Throw a smite on there.
Thunderous smite, so everyone wakes up.
Just
Now, when you strike this ram with probably a murderous blow,
8 plus 8, 16.
16 damage altogether?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna kill it.
Okay.
So you strike it right in the temple. What are you doing now?
I'm collecting the blood.
Okay.
Into I pour out the thing of sake onto the floor, and I'm going to collect the blood.
Oh my god, you planned this! You give yourself a point of Lich's flavor.
Thank you.
Favor. We got a sound clip when that just. We have to clip. Whatever timestamp we have right now, we got to make sure we keep that. Yeah.
Flavor down, baby.
I would say,
That's copyright. Can't do it.
give me
Dave
a.
Ferrari will get very offended.
I'm gonna say animal handling is very inappropriate for the situation. I'm gonna do
Because of his dad.
bushcraft. Give me a bushcraft.
Ooh, okay.
And then based on that, I'll tell you how much you collect. You do
Or
collect
medicine.
No.
bushcraft.
Definitely bushcraft.
Okay. Fucking A. 3.
3?
Nice.
Spilling everywhere. You're coated in blood.
That's why he
hit an artery.
The ram is the size of like a Buick, man. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
big.
huge.
So I allow you to collect 3 gallons. Like,
Into this big urn of sake. Of blood.
but the majority of it, the other like 20 or 30 gallons of blood that spills out of this
Okay.
big, just giant beast and whatever other fluids, you miss completely. You make a
Okay.
big fucking mess around all the carts and where it's at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to where the seeds are.
Okay. You're also covered in blood, basically, at this
That's
point.
okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I'm oiled, so I feel fine.
Blood and oil. That might be the name. That might be the episode.
Blood and oil.
Blood and oil. Blood and
Kind of goes
oil.
hard.
It's a metal song.
It hits, bro. Anyways,
Very true.
When Alister becomes a
so
bard.
you take, and I'm assuming, let me know if I'm wrong, you're gonna try to dump this on.
You have assumed correctly.
Got you. As
I do, though,
Mhm.
I'm going to try to remember the face of my goddess Lunaris.
So give me a prayer.
How long has
Okay.
it been since you've seen her face? I
It
wonder.
has been a very
Because I'm not that
long
okay.
time.
A long
Prayer?
time.
Yep.
Prayer.
5.
Is he in?
5. You do your best. You get patches of what the image is, but then you remember that you're covered in blood and it's very distracting what you're doing right now. So you're
It's
really not
pretty much
Yeah.
par for the course. I can never quite remember what you looked like anymore.
Also, we should probably talk. I'm gonna say for your prayer for now, you might get disadvantage if that's true, because with just what it is. But it's fine. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just take that.
All right. So yeah, then I pour the blood onto the seeds.
Got you. You start seeing what looks like a green, thorny kind of thick stick rise up out of the ground.
Okay.
And it quickly turns to black. It starts to grow and and it's slowly growing and it's stifled. You can still tell it's growing if you watch it. But you're looking at a plant that's maybe about 1.5 feet tall and slowly getting wider. And it's this thorned tree, like the bark itself is thorned. And it's this black tree that's kind of opening up. And you can see the branches kind of going outward and almost opening up at the top.
I'm gonna like hyper focus on that, kneel, and keep trying to remember the goddess without much success, and that is how I'm gonna end my night.
Okay, got you.
Just gonna stay bloody.
Yeah, I'm just kneeling, and all bloody with this big giant 3-gallon jug empty next to me, and in front of me this thing's growing.
Is anyone seeing this? Like walking out and seeing this?
No, you guys are all in the back. No one's even close or hears anything.
How crafted.
How crafty?
Guppy, you're the only one that's still awake. So you're kind of splashing your feet on the edge of your little dock, looking into the water. Give me an intelligence check. If you don't mind.
Dear, what did I ever do to deserve that?
This one.
11.
11.
I'm smart.
Above average. That's a plus one.
You start feeling what's almost like a migraine kind of coming, or like you can feel it kind of in the back of your eyes, and you almost have like a headache. And as you look down in the water, you see what looks like maybe like a giant like shadow of a serpent kind of going through the water.
First impulse, I yank my feet out of the water.
Okay.
And I keep watching it, but I get everything I have out of the water, and I just stare.
As you yank your feet out of the water, give me a perception check.
Oh, nat 20 for a 22.
Good show, I must say.
Yeah, Gubby's a bit jazzy.
We'll do jazz hands next.
Very silent.
And we all just stare right at the camera.
Oh, next one.
As your feet come out, you notice right away it's almost like you're dragging water. Like the water doesn't let go. You see like a glob of water going from this pool connecting to your feet as you're standing on the dock.
Okay. I keep backing up, and my panic becomes more one of interest, as instead of trying to shake it off as I'm doing it first, I kind of like start feeling it out and seeing like, is it pulling me? Is it pushing? Is it like, this is not normal?
You feel, with that perception check, you definitely feel like it's a pull, but the weight of the water isn't enough to like test your strength in any way. But you feel it. It's almost like
compelled.
Yeah, it's almost like when you stand and the tide's going out, and you can feel that water kind of rushing past your feet. You kind of feel that pull, like almost the earth is moving beneath your feet.
Right. So once I start feeling this pull, I'm like, okay, I'm calming down. This is not normal. I don't want to go back in the water, but I go off the dock and over to the side and kind of hut over the side and like put my feet in from the lip instead of from the dock, so that I'm more like used to it.
You get give me an insight check. This feels very familiar. You've had this sensation before, but just give me an insight.
I don't know where anything hurts on me. 11.
11.
Wet toes.
I'm going up and down with these.
You're good. You see, looking into the water, a familiar face. You see your pact with you remember making your pact with Shelby, your sea dragon pact. You see the water kind of refracting and bending the light to create these shadows, and you see the face kind of appear in these refractions in the water of Shishalti's face in the water, looking back at you very intensely.
I gasp. Shishalti, you're here?
Why haven't you talked to me?
I've been so... I know it's not right to say I've been so busy, but I mean, if you... How much are you able to see from down there? If you could see the party that I've had to be a part of, you would know that I am kept horror busy. That's not a word. I made it up.
What have you been doing since we last talked?
Well, I went to go find power so that I could fulfill my end of the pact. In as far as it serves you, of course, goddess. And I found the Lich of Black Shard, and I've been able to join up with him and have been given a mission to spread his power throughout the land so we may take control of it, and then in return he is going to help give me the powers I need to free you, goddess, and to make the ocean the beautiful pearl it once was under your reign.
That sounds great. You feel your trident on your back kind of warm up, and you feel it start to kind of push you. Give me a strength check.
Ooh.
18.
Ooh.
18. You feel it push you forcefully, and you're just able to get your heels to the edge of the dock, and the water is pulling you more into the pool.
Has it progressed from just my feet?
Yes, it's like up to your knees at this point.
Well, Mr. Shishal, ma'am, please respectfully, I don't want to go full into the water, please.
It's your time.
I'm not ready. I don't. Why is it my time? I am only just begun on this mission and adventure. I am not powerful. I have been made low so many times. I'm not ready for anything.
Give me one last strength check, as now the water and the trident are both pulling you into this hot spring.
Oh!
19.
19.
I'm powerful, Frank.
The water that's all the way at your knees, as you start to back up, it kind of almost has like these little explosions splashes away from you, and it's released, and the trident on your back kind of has stopped pulling, and you feel the essence of Shishalti kind of diminishing at this point.
Please don't leave me. I meant no offense. I will keep you updated. Anything you need. Please don't leave me. I can't go in the water yet.
Learn to let go. Harness the water and the seas. And she just kind of dissipates away.
I, in full silence, with my eyes completely on the ground, retreat to bed, like sucking on my aqualoom.
Gotcha.
Just for humor, as you do that, everything else is quiet, the entire thing is, and as you're walking back into the room, you just see Renfield, who was just staring at this entire thing. And he's just...
From where?
Because remember, they're bungalows and you're on the dock. And so he's outside guarding, and he just looks over and staring. You see the hood.
So there's actually the one window that's made out of glass. You just see like
Or just the eyes. That's actually one of my
and just
biggest
like
fears.
just a contracting fog of his breath just on the glass as he's just looking at you.
And then once
I don't see it. I don't see it because I'm looking at I am shooketh. So
the camera pans to you. as the camera slowly pans up to a window of Renfield just heavy breathing watching Guppy. And that's where this night will finally
the camera and he says, "That was weird."
So how does it feel that God just told you to live a little and tried to pressure you into going in the water?
Renfield?
come on, the water's fine.
You can swim.
Trying to be a surfer.
The morning sun. The morning sun will rise. It is now the next day, next morning. What do you do?
Eyeshadow. Made you a bag.
Why are you in my bungalow?
Okay, so the camera. There's a cutscene of him breathing, and then cutscene directly to Ish Bibanow. Same breathing, just right there.
It's an up view of both of us just looking down, just
Like triple chins and everything.
Oh god, someone animate that, please. Oh.
You hear a soft click and then. Why are you in my bungalow? I almost shot you.
Yeah, and I almost said real mean things about you when you were in mine. There you go.
Sorry, just wake it. You said you made me a bag.
Yeah, do you want a bag or not?
That would be wonderful.
A face on it.
Oh, it has a face on it.
I put the rat ears on the top of the bag
Yes,
for you.
it looks like it's from Disneyland.
Yeah,
One of the
go.
rat ears has definitely been chewed on.
Here's the bag.
I'm gonna name it.
It's pretty
Well,
good.
that's probably copyright. I can't do that. You've got lawyers.
No, it's fine.
That's a mystery to love here.
So gonna keep trafficking it? That's not copyright. I got an unnatural 20 to make it look as passable as possible. This is my quick craft and it will fail.
So a leather rat bag.
Yes, a leather rat bag that is going to fall apart tomorrow morning. But I got an unnatural 20 to make it look like it's not going to fall apart tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, I'll work on this later. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like
Go
fasten
ahead.
it to my.
Got you. Did anybody do any crafting last night on anything that I need to put on the crafting sheet?
I just transferred Renfield from brute to flesh thrower.
I crafted.
You need 2 for that breastplate, right? Could you get double that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're at 7 now.
Did we get the 2 from the other day in the cart?
Yeah, I added that. So it was 3, I did 5 today. Then another 2, you're at 7.
I'll craft some more spells.
Okay. And yeah, you're... I forget how that works for you, but is it just a day for one of those, or?
I believe so, yeah. I just have to expend money.
It takes as much time as based on what it costs. So. Just
How much money do we have? Let me check that.
I'll put you down for scroll.
Oh yeah, like y'all spent
It's gonna be a first level.
Okay,
They didn't
one day.
expend that much.
Gotcha.
You don't have any money.
She made me a decent amount. And then shit.
That's fair.
All right, it is the next morning. Like I said, will anybody?
So if Guppy can come back for a second, in the light of day, when it's maybe not as scary or shimmery or anything like that, I still need to do my moisturization for the day. And so given what Shishalti had said before and seeing in the daylight that it's not deep, it's not scary, it's water. What am I doing? Freaking water. So Guppy tries to do her demure moisturization by trying to dip in the pool, but not face under, just
Guppy, are we going skinny dipping?
We're
no.
also behind him.
Is Guppy hydrophobic? Are you afraid of water?
Is everyone out here minding my business right now?
I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm
on
sorry.
one
I'm
side of the
not there.
fence.
That was over the table.
On one side of the fence, a
That was
polar
way
bear.
over the table.
Oh no, I'm in my female elf form again, so I
Okay.
like pulled up over the fence.
So on one side, an emo mommy elf looks over, and on the other side, a blood-covered.
No. I'm still kneeling. I'm sorry.
dry.
That was over the table.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Flaky.
And we're behind the elf.
Yeah. So it looks like there's 3 heads. She's in the middle, and then the 2 heads are off to the side,
It's funny.
and you're literally just moisturizing your skin.
I mean, I've got coverings unless you're looking too hard. Can you mind someone else's business for just a second? I'll be.
I'm minding his.
Oh my, well that's not any of my business neither. So y'all, I will be right there. This is a
Alister.
daily constitutional.
Good morning!
Good
morning!
What are you? The Duke is on the other side.
Everybody is in your bungalow now.
I know, he's not in your bungalow because he's on the deck. Like,
He's on the top.
but the
board,
Duke
just
is
upside down.
had actually just washed himself off, and he's in a towel, and he is. Because the sun is coming in and it's hitting him perfectly, and it's like shining out towards Paul.
I'm just like,
So wait, hold on.
You look like
Real questions. So Renfield, how long was he at that window all night?
He was guarding. Yeah, he doesn't even
Okay,
sleep.
so he's still there. Just
you look over.
there's literally dripping marks of the fog condensing of where he's just stayed all night.
I hope he gave him a bottle of water. He's gonna be super dehydrated.
do I notice him when I first go out to start my habits?
You notice him when you wake up, but it's like, oh, that's just Renfield. So
It's like, oh,
Come back, he's
yeah, that's
still
par
there.
for the course. Okay, wonder how long he's been there. Okay.
I'm gonna go search for Alister.
Are we leaving
Alister's
soon?
over there on the other fence. Everybody meet everybody.
Yeah, we probably should. I'm like saying from across the other side.
And we're also facing the other way to give you privacy, so it's just our back.
Yeah, we're just like, yeah, we probably should.
The Duke couldn't hear you guys properly, so he just walked up the side. He's just leaning over, like doing a sit-up.
Has anyone seen the beer cooler? You know, the one with the legs?
He's probably at the cart. He said he was guarding it. I'm
will
gonna
go
go
to
get
the
dressed and meet you all out there.
So
Yeah, he
as
said something about
as you
rams.
make your way to the cart, you go out the front door. In front of the cart, the first thing you notice is just a massive amount of blood spilled all over the ground. But before you do anything, we're gonna take a break right there. We'll be right back. Yes,
Sorry,
just
Sam.
about. It's a
We
good
gotta get
spot.
a move on.
It's a good
That's
spot.
fair.
Damn,
That
we
is a
should,
very good spot.
we should get off this bridge.
We're trying to get to the bridge.
Unfortunately, so sorry, the Duke will be joining us now.
Oh, there we go.
Kiss him.
Hey, I know
Hello.
that. I know that thumbnail.
Now I have tinnitus.
And then they kissed.
Oh my goodness.
On the lips.
Mouth kissing. Oh
How scandalous. Even I don't do that.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking around for the break. So when we left off, Shadow, you were just going around the corner. You see the cart, a huge splash of blood. Are you by the cart?
No, I'm kneeling in front of the plant that
Yeah.
grew.
As you kind of get out more out of the door and kind of seeing the overall area, you see Alister covered in blood with a very large tree in front of him. You see the cart, blood everywhere, and the dead war ram next to the cart.
my god!
Okay, so seeing this. No. But seeing this, I'm going to not say a word and return to Guppy. And are you still performing your libations, your constitutional?
No, I should be putting my equipment on and gearing up. What's up?
I have a need of salt water immediately.
All right. I didn't use any today, so you want a gallon or 5?
5.
5. All right. So I believe that one is not splash, but rather
4. Guzzle? Dribble?
fountain.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna take out
for what water does.
my little terrarium and I go. All right. You got a bucket or a bag or a
Probably.
water
I'm sure we
skin?
have something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready? Fountain.
That'd be a quick
It
finish.
was literally pouring out of this thing.
And it makes that sound too. As very instantaneous 5 gallons of water just plop out.
You all might want to come with me. Quietly, perhaps. And then I will return to Alister. Are you still praying to this tree?
No, I'm just kneeling.
Okay.
Well, you don't know what I'm doing. I might be praying, I might be kneeling. I'm not saying anything. I'm just kind of
Okay, so
kneeling in front of
So
the
I'll
tree.
walk up behind you with this bucket of water. Alister, have you seen the ram by chance?
Alister mumbles something, but he doesn't really answer me.
Alister? Well, like, poke him with my foot in the back of the armor.
There is
He
blood all
says
over
something
him.
very quietly.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see this or hear this?
Yes.
Not my strong suit. Ooh, 13?
I'll let you answer that, Alister. Do you
Okay.
think with a 13 he would hear that?
Yeah, he'll probably hear it.
Okay.
You hear him say, I do not sleep. I do not remember. Just kind of this almost like a mantra, and he's saying it almost in like a defeated tone, and he's just mumbling, like he just can't remember. He can't sleep. He can't
Alister, I'm
remember.
not going to jump to conclusions or anything. So I'm starting to hold this water bucket up. But you're covered in blood and we lack a war ram. Have you seen it?
Guppy is looking at the ground and all the blood horrified.
Okay, so I'm kind of in a stupor at this point.
Okay.
Maybe I respond. Maybe it like clicks for me that he's talking to me. Maybe not. I guess.
One way or
Do
another.
you want me to roll, or do you want me to just role play it?
Give me insight.
Okay.
If that doesn't wake you up, my plan next will.
I guess breaching for you then?
Okay.
Sexual performance.
Oh, God.
Oh God, no! Not the refrigerator. I don't know why. I always have such issues finding
Magic.
in my character sheet.
Let's narrow that.
Under
Where
wisdom.
the ice comes out.
Oh, you can get your hands stuck in there and never reach up there.
11.
11.
You
It has
probably
valves.
don't really wake up. If you're really in a stupor, I'm gonna say
I'm
with
kind of in a
that,
stupor.
yeah, I feel like you're
Ah!
still in this meditative stupor then.
Yeah.
So even though he pokes you and kind of tries to get your attention and talks to you,
So I'm going to dump this salt water over you, all 5 gallons of it, and then I'm going to take out my saber and hit you with the flat of it, but charge it up with lightning and smack you with it.
give me an attack roll.
Oh,
against
okay.
his AC. With advantage.
Since it is from behind.
Yeah.
I believe a 25 will hit.
25 does hit.
Okay.
Damn.
And it's supposed to be bludgeoning as I'm hitting him with a flat
Yeah,
of it.
it's bludgeoning. Still same damage
Assault
roll.
battery.
This will hurt. So that will be 4.
Oh God.
So that will be 9 bludgeoning plus 13.
Grenfield's hitting the gritty.
It was
So that'll be
the
13 lightning damage. On top of being covered in salt water, which is
Okay.
highly conductive,
So 13.
and will cause you to rust.
And so as that's going on, Duke came out and made an exclamatory noise at what I'm assuming is the blood or this.
Both.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Duke and go, did Renfield see anything on his watch last night? What
Renfield was only watching my cabana and yours, because you were next door.
he was watching what?
Make sure nobody goes in there. Have you seen our party mates?
Okay.
That one specifically?
No, I guess okay.
Whack.
Yeah, no, you're right about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Thank you.
The other two
Strangely, weirdly sweet. Okay.
the other two I can trust because they're there too.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It cuts to us and it's like a close-up, like really hyper-realistic SpongeBob, which people just look stupid.
That definitely wakes him up, and I'm going to clamber onto my feet, take out my war pick, and I'm like gonna start charging you, and then kind of blink and kind of realize, oh,
And I will look at this war pig that is obviously going to be covered in blood.
yes, it is. It is covered in probably congealed blood and brain.
There's a bit of rain in it.
So I'll go and like tap the tip of it to draw your attention to it.
Yes. You must have questions.
Well, I'm not fucking walking, so you better start answering.
I've got questions, probably the same ones.
I love that answer.
I'm gonna wipe the war pick
You probably
and say, you could have just gotten my attention more
Well, it didn't work
politely.
the first 3 times, so clearly you woke up the third.
There was a momentary, perhaps, lapse of clear thinking on my part. I would have to admit that.
While they're talking, it's gonna let that happen.
Mhm.
The Duke is already just cleaning up.
Oh my god.
Because what he doesn't want is this town to wake up and see this gore fest happening here.
Oh,
Wow, guys, I'm so
Where's the
ready for
body?
another day of
You didn't put it in a meat bag, did you?
Oh,
Now,
I didn't
this
even
looks
notice
like
that.
a good sacrificial pig.
you look so disappointed the murder happened without you.
I am.
Well, now you're
Always sacrificing too.
but
Now
now
you get to pull the cart.
yeah, I know. Now you're gonna peer pressure me into pulling the car.
Oh.
No, we're going to extort them as usual.
I like that. We'll pull the car. Right.
Was that right?
Mistress Shadow,
It was closer than
I do
usual.
apologize for my behavior. I had my reasons, but look at this new tree that grew from the Lordship's seeds.
Yes. We could have also killed some random ass peasants. Not the thing that
In my
pulls the cart.
defense, I did look for random ass, as you say, peasants.
They had like 30 workers. Could have gone into their quarters.
None of them were around last night. And I quite needed this.
Did you get anything out of it?
Unfortunately, just no. Not even a glimpse.
So what you were saying is that you killed this ram in the name of Lord Malric.
You killed Lady Shirley
Yes.
for nothing.
We never decided on that
Well,
name.
that's what I named it.
Okay.
Lady what? Wait,
Lady
what is it?
Shirley.
Shirley?
Shirley.
For which one?
The ram.
Oh, okay.
Surely, okay.
You're gonna have to discuss that with the Rams, as the Duke is literally on his hands and knees cleaning everything up.
Listen, buddy, if it helps, you helped spread Malric's will.
It is true, and I might have to say, you do have some more protein for your meat bag.
Protein's such a
Yeah.
generous word.
That's true.
It is a quite large
Honestly, this is probably
bag.
for the bird.
Honestly, I think this is just an absolute win.
Our pockets are going to be lined soon,
Yeah.
and we get meat.
They seem very pro-team, not pro-scenery.
We're very pro-team.
That was bad.
Like pro-adults.
That was bad.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with another word for old, like in the second that it...
Yeah.
I think they
It's okay, Guffy. You'll get him back.
I was trying to
come
think
on.
senescence, but it's just ass.
This is going to make travel so much slower.
Anyway,
No, I think it'll be about
I
the
think
same.
I'll go
We're
sit in the
basically
cart
one.
now.
I'm not letting you extort me.
No, not you. Him.
Oh, okay.
In that case.
As he
You
goes back to
change
cleaning-
every other day.
Exactly.
Well, I have to blame
What do you want to go by? He or she? I'll pull up
Yes.
the niceties in front of the other people.
Or they could go by what you call it.
Niceties. That was a good word, buddy.
Shadow works just fine.
You don't speak in the third person.
Now,
You're barely one person. Don't speak in the third one.
instead, you're just 2 idiots.
So what are we
Anyways.
doing?
Well, hopefully those idiots are pulling the cart, because I'm not.
What do we want for?
would
Okay.
you mind doing your magic waving and
Well,
cleaning
I-
me
I
up
s-
a bit?
I still want to know. Actually, never mind. Continue. I changed my mind very quick.
Doctor or
Well-
Maid Sorrentos, as you seem to be quite handy on your knees scrubbing,
You're not making this better
quite
for you.
rude.
seems to be very at home. I don't suppose you could, like, your jazz hands and bring the sheep thing back to life?
Oh.
You do have the
It
window.
is missing most of its frontal lobe, Your Grace.
I could technically make it move, but it won't be as fast.
Would it be as strong?
Yes.
That
It might be better. Doesn't have
We wouldn't
to
have
eat.
to feed it, yeah.
Doesn't get tired.
It could go through the night, no. Or do you have to maintain concentration?
No, I just have to do it every 30 seconds.
Maybe not
You
that
did
one.
have to steer, so...
That's a busy day.
It's fine, it's like this. As he snaps his fingers, and the ram stands up as it's manipulate corpse.
Yeah, there's a ram with a concave
I
head.
just imagine it tilts its head and like some brain goop slops out. Like very chunky jello.
That's about all I could do.
I mean, it works.
You're still going to have to pay the orcs back.
It was on loan.
I don't think we were ever giving it back.
Yes, I was. I actually took good care of it.
And I look at the ram, and I look at you, and I look at the
Up
ram.
until
You know what?
Just blow it up. We could just blow it up with the cart.
There's something. Is there a bee behind me?
No, it's one of those Jurassic Park mosquitoes.
Okay. As long as it's not a
They
wasp
eat
or anything.
mosquitoes.
No,
It's
don't
fine.
worry. If it was a wasp, I'd be freaking out too.
I got it. Don't move.
They are a sponsor, actually. They are a sponsor. Shout out to
Very accurate bases or
Yeah,
flails.
Fix that part just so they don't start flying in the tongue.
Well,
Can you also fix the
So what?
lined up?
You guys are there. The blood's getting cleaned up.
on the nail.
Yeah.
There you go.
What else? What are you guys doing now? As Dungeon Master, how can I help you complete this
Well, I
campaign?
imagine you're now clean, but also slightly rusty.
No, am I?
I mean, I hope
I think the peppermint oil still tracking a little bit.
I think it's fine. I still
Now
smell
every time you
peppermint.
take a step, it's just a slosh of salt water and blood in your boots. So it's just like slosh, slosh, slosh.
Even better.
It's okay.
Okay.
I've had worse in my
And
boots.
you're leaving behind like streaks of like
That
pink
sucks.
mixture of blood and sea salt as you kind of walk around.
Oh, I did have a question. Master Gog. Or Master Ish. Or whichever has a meat bag.
That's a weird thing.
That's a meat thing.
Yeah. Technically, if you want to claim ownership,
Master and me.
What's his?
Does the meat bag hold blood?
What?
Yeah, there's so much blood in it. There's a lot of blood. There's so much blood in it.
We don't. You can keep the blood in there.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you if you flip the bag upside down, you hold your hand over the hole.
Yeah, and you go blood.
You can keep the.
It would
meat
be-
inside. Exactly.
It might behoove us to collect blood from the next few unfortunate victims that cross our paths for the next planting.
Oh yeah, that. I mean, I could just turn the bag over.
We just tree planters know.
So you mean they had a bag just full of blood that they could have just done, poured out?
But does it have to be
I
red?
thought
have to
fresh
kill-
would have been better.
Then why are we using the blood from the bag anyway?
You taught me the word for being a tree planter. We're arsonists.
No, that's our kind of planting.
No, that's
We plant trees.
I do believe, Master Etten, that
I have
arsonist
disappeared.
has to do with fire.
Renfield!
Renfield!
The dungeon master got sick of us and left.
I'm back.
The Duke is going to look at all of you after spending the last 15 minutes cleaning up the entire courtyard. And cleaning Alister, and cleaning the court. And just looks at all of you. Alright. You're paying them. You're
I'm not
paying for
paying them
the
anything.
war ram.
No, he should be paying them. He killed it.
Yeah, but they're only charging you, and I'm sorry, but you're paying. You're paying for the war ram. You two don't extort him too much of a price, or I'm just going to end
One gold for every footstep.
I made this for you last night.
Wow.
One tribute.
In Orange Cell, that means love you. No, I'm just kidding.
And you're fine.
He loves you so much.
Fine.
And you're fired. Get out.
I say
Should have done the water.
that each night of pulling requires one tribute. Yes, of something interesting, something that interests us. Something that we deem worthy. Yeah, that word.
He'll buy you a feast in the next town on the house.
That's one night.
That's fair.
On whose house?
How many nights away are we?
It's not that long.
Weren't you going to do magic fingers on the ram?
Already
Yes, but
did.
it's very slow, and I'm tired of all of you right now.
You slept.
You guys have only been awake for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but the Duke walked out to all of this, and everyone has been demanding shit of him constantly.
Yeah, already. Welcome to motherhood.
All right, so
Mom! They killed Ram
I'm
again!
gonna go into the back of the cart and just pop myself down.
okay, you're gonna go back to the cart, plop yourself down.
I'll hop in the cart as well and start making, like, stuffing these bags with gunpowder and sticking these ropes in them that I got from
The war ram is yours to eat through with him.
So you're making bombs, basically. So just give me a
Grenade
I was
Give me
beginning to worry
demolition.
they wouldn't claim
All right.
Yes.
Let me see. Let's see how good I am at it.
I'll be at the front if you need
I hope
help.
you're very good at it
Okay.
because I love
I'll
explosions.
be in the front
your
too,
station,
pulling the cart if you need someone to talk
Okay.
Like a disinterested kid
We
with like
19?
a wheelbarrow. That's how we're pulling
We
it.
are 14.
14. Yeah, simple grenade pouches, absolutely. Now, how many are you making?
Well, I think I had, what was it, like 5 or 6 bags?
Okay. Yeah, you make each one, no problems. All you. All right, so you're back there making it. What else?
They're pulling the cart.
They're pulling the cart.
Renfield and I are at the front. Everyone else is in the back.
Okay.
Party in the back. Yeah. No. I'm gonna be sitting on the back of the wagon, like with my feet dangling and just kind of watching the road pass. Watching our back.
Gotcha.
Or 6, whatever.
All right.
Do you go to sit down at any point, Shadow?
Just kind of like off the
I would assume I'm probably sitting down while doing this.
Alright, like the moment you go to sit down, we start sprinting. And then we come to a dead stop.
I fall off the back, because that's not okay.
Who all is in the cart? Give me a balance
I
check.
was on the back.
Yeah, that movement.
I was on
With disadvantage.
I was on the
You
open
get
tailgate.
disadvantage, Guppy.
Because I'm driving the car, can I make that a vehicle check?
It's a balance.
Fuck.
It's a balance.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
so where's the lead? Oh,
Wait, hold
okay.
on. Can I give him advantage and tell him we're about to zero?
Oh, God.
Yeah, he goes.
50.
15. It is a 15.
6.
It is a 15.
I am probably going to fall over.
6.
19. That was with disadvantage.
Whoa.
Nice.
I rolled 2 19s.
Impressive.
Alister is just kind of sitting back, and he's just like legs kind of spread. His arms are like kind of sitting down. And he's just not moving. He's
I am
just,
definitely
he looks
falling
miserable
prone.
though.
Alister's a brick house.
8.
An
A
8.
steel house.
You fall off.
I'm just straight
So
fall
right
to
when
the
you
road.
fall off, you take
Please tell me I fall off.
4.
Guppy.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage falling off the cart. You just fall down. You go prone. You don't actually fall off the cart, so no damage.
What the
You're
fuck?
good. Yeah.
Sorry, saw something that was scary.
Roll for deception.
You know what you did.
It was very scary.
Must have been a mirror.
What would the Gideon think of you?
Not 20.
It was jazz hands.
Hold on,
We already
I have
did.
advantage.
I don't know. We're switching it up.
Looking for my keys.
Trump
looking for my
dance.
keys. Looking for my keys. Looking for my keys.
It was so scary.
The shepherd.
You guys all believing that, like, what did you see? He saw something.
Oh, wait, I had 4 10.
It was so
Must have
scary.
been a bug.
Yeah, I had to get away from it.
As you guys are leaving, you definitely pass a few of the other smaller furry folk, the owlins and mouse folk, and then also walking with them. They look like they're in good spirits and they're all pretty happy with each other. You also see Papa Fitty. Hey man, you guys having a good travel, brother. I really appreciate y'all for doing whatever you did. You okay down there laying on the ground? You okay? Oh my god, you took a fall.
Yeah, this is normal. This is normal. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry. It's just a morning routine.
All right, buddy. Hey, what happened to the ram, brother?
One of those little freaks killed it.
One of the little guys, my guys,
that we killed.
One of the ones that killed.
No reason to look into it anymore.
All right, roll for deception.
Yeah, that's why we killed it.
We learned it wasn't a ram, it was actually one of the beast bread.
Have you fed the kitty and
Unnatural 20.
since you
Yeah.
got him? Okay, just checking.
I always take this out of the bag and I just go.
It's unnatural. So.
Ew,
It's unnatural, so we have to unnaturally clap.
Or
Hey, that's a fact.
Everyone seal clap. Baby seal clap.
We're finding the seal people.
Off the rails. I'm all
All our Navy SEALs out there are really.
I'm gonna let the stream know. We were like, this is gonna be a serious session. We're gonna get into
no
this.
interrupting anything.
It was almost.
I have made zero dick jokes.
Good job, Guppy, fending off the roleplay.
I'm dragging it out.
I don't want to do it.
I stand by it.
No, we're dragging the cart. Let's
We're
go.
dragging ass.
It's like
No, that was
Oh,
the
man,
snack
was
show from Sunday.
dragon avoiding.
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons.
No, it's also our patrons.
Oh.
Even Blue was
All
like,
right, brother. I am so sorry about that. All right, you guys have great travels. Let me know. That's a really funny tree growing up over there. That's why I planted that. That's right.
Yes, it's your loyalty. So remember to keep feeding it.
My God, it's a full fucking tree, my brother. What? How much more does it need to be fed?
Much more.
All of it.
Okay.
maintenance.
I'm gonna kind of go.
Presents? Yeah. Maybe presents check.
Can I just, I want to slap your hand as you do this.
Okay. Give me an attack roll or unarmed. No, give me unarmed combat.
Okay. Ooh. Just make a regular attack roll.
But what'd you roll for or hold on.
Okay, so I got a 21.
Pause on the presents for 1 sec.
Okay.
Failure.
It doesn't. He slaps your hand and your it doesn't even move.
You sit there and go,
Damn. It's getting to me.
I was going to say you've done enough, but it was kind of a
My eyes are itching.
oh, the pollen.
You can do it.
I'll bring eye drops next week.
Free range grass. Orange, you just.
Obviously not grass fed.
All right, so yeah, he said, "All right, man. Yep, we'll make sure that tree keeps growing." And he's looking at like this 13-foot tall tree that's already there. It has 2 limbs from the base. The roots have grown in almost a stair step pattern in the front, and 2 large limbs kind of make this big circle connecting at the top. With lots of large, I mean, the thorns on this are like this big, but they're all kind of pointing inward towards the center.
Interesting.
But yeah, man, we'll keep going. Safe travels, you know. Have a good ones.
Yeah, sure.
Sheeps.
Gubby, get back on.
What happened? Is there an audio roll?
You said something.
Okay.
Gubby, get back on.
What did you say?
Working on it.
All right,
Yeah,
so
my shoulder.
you guys are continuing.
Yes.
Yeah.
With this being more of a detour, you guys have kind of taken the high ground. Going that way, you know that the northern ridge that kind of lines just north of the Massahistoric Wilds and north of Therendil, there's like almost like a plateau that kind of steps up going up north, and you guys are starting to see this massive wall off in the distance. You guys are up in the hills, kind of small mountains, and as you kind of get over the peak of these, looking down, you do see where the river has narrowed and there is a large bridge. You see a multitude of different kind of tents set up on the other side of this, and very strong rapids of what is left. With the river being more narrow and you guys being kind of up higher, the river, you know, is a lot deeper and a lot more rough waters.
So are these tents on our side or the opposite side?
It's actually on the opposite side. But you're kind of looking down, you see a winding road go down, and maybe about a mile away. You're pretty far up. So you see this
so high elevation.
kind of off in the distance. It's maybe only this big, but you see a pretty large garrison or kind of like tent city right on the other side of that bridge.
Any insignias or crests or anything, flags we can see?
Give me an investigation, kind of looking over there.
Can I do a perception because I'm at the front of the cart?
Guppy, what do your fish eyes see?
At 13, probably
13. And what are you just? You're just gaining a perception of just the general area.
Just a wisp of cloud.
13.
Thank you, Gimli.
You are seeing what would be considered some kind of pole flags, and you see it's just a little too far away, but you are seeing like special insignias and stuff on them, and it does look like it is part of some kind of like army or corps
Gathering of.
Yeah, that is near on the other side of the bridge.
So I'm looking for like a little forest or like something on the side, like some areas with like dense foliage. 11.
You don't see anything that'll be. It's pretty sparse. It's still mostly grassland, rolling hills, mountains. So it's going towards where you on your side of the bridge. Mostly grass, leads some more grass, and then you kind of see the jungles of the Massahistoric Wilds on the other side of that, looking off into the distance. But pretty sparse boulders and trees.
So there's a few boulders.
A few, but none of them are grouped together. You know,
enough to hide like a cart though.
Enough to hide one car or a few people behind. Yes.
Okay, cool.
And do the rapids stretch as far as we can see, or do we see any calm areas?
So from the north, you see the very large waterfall of the river, of the waterfall kind of breaking down into the rapids going down, and then you know they get a lot calmer as they get to the. Yeah.
Okay, so we're pretty close.
So let's go behind that boulder right up there, and then wait until the night, and then go do our task, because I don't want to deal with the entire army.
Definitely.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest, which you beat me to it.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
As we're approaching, I'm just going to kind of address you three in the back of the car. You're in the front driving, I guess.
Genuine.
Well, so that I'm sorry. I was being talked to by the one who insulted me earlier, and still hasn't apologized.
I understand. I'm going to address you in the front and you guys next to me. I must say, Your Grace, Mistress Guffey, and even you, Mistress Shadow, I do apologize for the situation with the ram. I wasn't quite sure what I was feeling last night.
You can talk about it when you're not, but it doesn't get you out from not paying for it.
It's not why I said it. I feel conflicted, I guess.
Did you just not like him?
Was it like indigestion?
It was just
spirits that have
something that came over me, I guess. It wasn't
you were hard
really
aroused this morning.
Spirits that have lived for a long time normally don't retain the full identities. They usually go mad into ghouls and the like.
Oh.
So the fact that he's able to retain his identity is actually pretty impressive and shows for his spirit and will.
I just have one question though. In the interest of getting our Lord Lich's business done, and in the interest of us living to a ripe old age, are we safe with you? Are you going to maybe do that again, except at one of us?
Well, you did charge it here with the
I would imagine I probably would not.
Okay.
But my loyalties to his lordship are complicated.
Okay.
Just say. I'm here on an oath older than my oath to the Lich.
Well, that does give me some comfort. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty, as far as I'm aware.
It is not to throw any more existential crises at you. But are you sure you're, like, real? Are you sure no one just made you and gave you these memories?
Oh.
One can never be quite sure. I think you could always just be a brain in a vat, if you will. Who imagines
Probably one really ugly organ.
I could be
God, idiot.
When a mommy Etten and a daddy Etten get together.
And are really angry at each other and hate each other very much.
The best sexual performance roles you can imagine.
Oh man, no, it's probably really low.
I'm just shooting.
So you were shooting something. What were you doing, Gog Magog?
Anytime I see like a particularly with like a dry patch of grass or any like standalone tree. I'm just like bored. As he's carrying the cart, I'm just kind of bored, and I'm just kind of like.
And what are you shooting at it though?
Sorcerer's Burst, fire damage.
Got you. So you're approaching this army, basically. You see him cast it. I'll let you guys. No, it's too late. Let me say it. Wait.
I was gonna say, could I just like, since the Sorcerer's Burst can be any element, can I just like randomize it?
You certainly can. I mean, just tell me which one you want to do. You can make it as random as you want. So you see him cast the first one, which is what? Fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire. The other one.
And you see him cast it at like a little 5-foot square of grass.
Okay, so of course I'm sitting on the back tailgate, right? So I just see a patch of grass I hear a and I hear a and I see, and all of a sudden into my view comes a little patch of grass fire, and I'm just like, I take out my little my terrarium and I go, I shake water, just go and put it out.
Okay.
And I just keep putting out fires as I see them. So we don't just set shit on fire.
I don't notice it because
But you don't try to stop him. You're just putting them out as they're.
Yeah.
It's target practice, I guess. It's just all of China needs to not know we're here, okay?
Okay, so what else are you guys doing? Kind of walking. The trail kind of winds down like the side of this like slightly steep hill. It kind of goes down the side of it.
Once we get
walking towards the boulders.
Yeah,
right?
once we get in about, I think, half mile.
Okay.
It's probably about the amount of time. Afternoon, I'm guessing, by the time we get here.
Yep, great assumption.
I'll say I'll have to. Can you look for a good boulder to stop at?
That one.
Roll a bushcraft.
No.
You should roll bushcraft.
I think I might roll bushcraft.
Well, that's
Can I shoot at whatever he decides to give us?
He's found our only good camps. The one camp that I
That's a
picked
nice boulder.
was the Fey camp.
Yeah.
So the Duke is just gonna trust him with camp locations.
That's
Did you see what I got on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get on the roll?
Well, I rolled a 5.
Oh,
okay.
But that is an 18. And with guidance and my bonus.
Very nice. And you're trying to give him disadvantage, you said?
Yeah, just whatever he points to, I'll just go.
As soon as he points out, give me one more bushcraft roll and you still take the lowest.
Okay, make it in 17. Because I got a 4 that time.
Alright, you get a 17. It's a boulder just big enough to hide the covered cart, but probably not big enough to hide your entire party. You're probably, with that bushcraft roll, you probably know you're just out of eyesight if you do what you think. You'll probably get noticed if you start making any noise or anything bright or flashy at this
If I
point.
wasn't 1 point distracted, this would be a big enough boulder.
I'm guessing we can hide like behind the cart though, like
Or
where
in
it
the
is,
cart.
and just kind of sit there.
We all have to be like
It
single
has to
file
be
behind
in the
boulder.
cart. You guys have to be on the cart, but
Yeah.
past that, yeah.
All right.
This seems like a
Everyone-
pretty big boulder.
Oh.
Relax for a bit. Lay back.
On my tongue.
You know,
Ribby gob.
Guppy
if we
is
had the
dry
ram, we
now.
could have strapped the barrels to it and you could go down the road.
No, I don't. Why?
And just shoot it.
The ram was. Never mind.
He does have a
It
bit
was
of
all alone.
Speaking of explosions, do you have any sacks, like smaller than the meat bag?
We have enough
Like
explosives.
No, it's more to spread it out a little bit. Well, there's an enemy camp across there.
I don't want to fuck with the enemy camp.
It's
How do we know
insurance.
Me
they're
neither.
enemies? Those could be
They're
devout
humans.
followers. Oh.
Are we close
Well,
enough
what if there's a...
Oh, it's been a while since we've been.
Are we close enough to see the insignias and crests now?
If somebody, I'll allow a couple people, whoever wants to do it, to investigate the other side and the
Like
army
who?
across this other side.
Are
That's
there good humans that are aligned with boundaries?
17.
Not really.
17.
20.
They're
Dirty 20.
Just
Dirty 20.
It's
kind of like him before you died.
all right. So how this is immediately upon looking at it, you instantly know this is some type of army. Looking at it, you see two different insignias, but they look like they're working together. You see an insignia for Woods Guard, and you also see an insignia for Whitetail, which are two of the main districts of the eastern side where most of the humans live. Looking out, these look like mostly humans over there. You also see, sorry guys, pulling it up now. Oh, there we go. You also see, it's kind of a half moon. Like after you go over the bridge, everything's on the right side as it's a little bit more flat and level, and the left side you kind of have the plateau going up to the north. So it's a little bit more rocky. So it's in a half circle. You have the one large kind of garrison circle tent, and you know that probably tables probably hold a few dozen people in this very large circular tent. Around that are about 8 squadron tents, and around that are these 20 kind of 1-2-man tents around there. So you're looking at roughly 100 or so. You see, also looking at the bridge, you see on both sides of the bridge there are these very large kind of gemstones on each side of the bridge, both kind of like purple, almost look kind of amethyst, look like almost the inside of a geode. And you see what looks like kind of like a pulsating aura kind of coming off of them. It's not hidden, but you definitely know it's some kind of magical force kind of emanating every second or half second going across the bridge and in the area around.
Can I make a Arcana check on it?
From where you're at, yes. And then the last thing you see is you also see what looks like there are a few other cards, but you see what looks like some kind of war card where it looks like mostly made of metal. There's a very large cage over there, but on the side it's a simply drawn painting of what looks like some kind of like white dragon on the side of there, but it looks like a very large card. Almost the size of the room that we're in right now. 23 for the Arcana. You know this is some kind of identifying ward that's around the bridge, and it extends probably about 15 feet outside of the bridge in every direction.
Okay.
Gog Magog, after like looking at the bridge and the camp that's on the other side of this, is like he's just kind of like staring at you. He's like got this look that's like got like an idea. Like he's just got this like evil grin, just like.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think we could make a lot of bodies.
I'm thinking that we lure everybody onto the bridge with my diplomatic presence while you guys explode it all underneath them.
Well, I wasn't thinking diplomatic, but a distraction's a distraction. If it works, it works.
Well, I'm technically a citizen of the northern city.
And perhaps you're in danger from a large creature.
I was thinking about bees.
No, I could just
rather strange.
Be a parlay, per se, to get them onto the bridge.
Perhaps I must infuse some more gunpowder with...
yeah, I need you to explode the gunpowder.
Well, of course, but I've infused
I need you to carry it.
Just a quick question, and it's just for me as a DM. You guys express that to everybody, correct?
Yeah, we're talking
okay,
amongst
cool.
each other.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
We're good. Cool.
This isn't
keep
a
going.
secret.
Yeah, keep tracking. Yeah.
perhaps a bit more Fiendish infusions to the powder to make it burn even brighter.
As long as you're the one doing the exploding, I'm fine.
Of course,
Alister, I will leave you behind me as a guard just in case everything goes tits up.
I wouldn't want to pass this honor up to anyone.
Okay.
You good helping Shadow get the buckets into place?
Oh, absolutely. Anything I can do to help eliminate gaspers from this here world, especially in the human form. But I do have to wonder. You did see that cage that looks like it's maybe has maybe some kind of large animal in it.
Yeah, I've been staring at that.
Do we think maybe at some point, once we get the humans out of the way, maybe we could see if there's a...
No, it's on the other side. Everything's on the other side.
Maybe we could see if this might be something that a lich, our Lord the Lich could mount in an honorable, mighty fashion.
Perhaps we can do this. You would be interested in some reconnaissance.
Oh, certainly.
Oh,
Once again, those sacks I mentioned.
because if we can...
We have extra gunpowder, perhaps.
We'll work on the sacks, but you figure out what's in that cage for us.
Maybe that can
We
be...
sprinkled the gunpowder around the zoo camp,
Hmm.
so we have secondary explosions.
Do we have enough gunpowder for that?
We have a whole extra
You
barrel.
said it was
That's
a
fair.
dragon on the side of it?
It's very simply drawn. It looks like someone took a very large brush and just drew like a very large dragon kind of on the side of it.
Could be a dragon, could be something with wings, maybe a hippogriff or
But
something. Dragon-like.
It's an 8-wheeled cart. It's a very large cart, and it looks like whatever pulls it, it would be equivalent to 4 to 6, at least Clydesdale horses just to pull this.
We need to know what's in that car. We do.
Do you have any glass or bottles, perchance?
No, but I have a position for you. If you're willing to accept it.
A proposition?
A possession or a proposition?
A bit of A, a bit of B.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
Of course.
And I put my hand on you.
And I feel very cold and squishy.
Whatever. A vessel is a vessel.
And you suddenly feel a searing hotness come from the base palm of my hand into your forehead, and and you all watch as I'm not sure exactly how this would affect your body, but perhaps suddenly your eyes, or maybe multiple eyes, very compound-like eyes start appearing on you. Your skin starts to become scaly. Half of your head begins to develop a large demonic horn as I possess you with a closet.
Oh, what do you know? He's finally actually horny.
But I'm not symmetrical.
Flip a coin. Flip the coin.
I couldn't help it! It was perfect!
Where's the coin? Flip it.
It's already
there.
Spicy.
Heads you lose, tails you lose.
Yeah, basically.
Flip the naughty coin.
Oh, success!
Success?
Yeah.
Okay.
But put the beans away.
If you figure out what's in that
I'll
cake,
start like pushing this horn down, like pull out another one.
Sorry, it was, had to be even.
But you do hear well, you're possessed with a fiend, so however that's doing for your mental.
Shut up. Why are you talking to me loud?
Why would you do that?
it will assist him to get inside. This particular visitor is quite handy for getting behind lines.
Yeah, it lets you go.
Just so I know, as a dungeon master, because I don't understand what means, can you tell me just what all you gain by turning into that? Just curious.
So a closet, the closet allows him 2 abilities he can use once while possessed.
Okay.
It allows him to 1, cast the invisibility spell on himself, or 2, allows him to polymorph, but only into a
toad or octopus?
yes, these
I'm gonna be an
rat
octopus.
Okay.
Half cat.
Got you.
And, however, as all my possessions do, they come with
great. Yeah, flip it.
Of course,
You
though.
have been due for that.
It's a great James Bond movie, by the way.
Of course, though, with all my possessions, they come with a downside.
Is it a success?
It was a success.
I don't exactly remember what the downside is.
Disadvantage on strength and intelligence saving throws.
So what are you making yourself look like?
How far away is their camp?
You guys are about half mile away, but you have a vantage point from the level that you're at, so you're still kind of getting a downward look at them.
Wouldn't they have seen us coming down the...
Nope.
Oh,
It's
okay.
far. We're coming at like an angle down.
I
so-
literally already rolled for it. They would not have seen you.
Cool.
So
Cool.
It's okay to grab me a drink.
Oh, what do you like?
As far as you guys know, I
Some of the,
got
like,
so
slight
meta.
lemonades
That's
and
me being a bad
So
DM.
sorry.
It's fine. Should have told you that. It's fine. You, as far as you know, you haven't been noticed.
I really
Okay,
hope they didn't see it.
No one's running out to attack
What I was asking, what are you looking like right now?
So probably like a little bit like a tiefling, so probably about 5 foot tall, kind of hunched forward a little bit, like a scaly, almost like dragon-like tail,
Okay.
and then like these curled backward-facing horns.
Right. So what are you doing now that you're switched into this? And I just want to make sure What time of day are you guys waiting till? Because it was afternoon once you got to the
I'm
place
gonna
you
wait
were,
till
but
dusk.
you're gonna wait till dusk
Yeah,
when
we'll
it
do
just
it
starts
till
getting
then.
dark.
Hello!
Look inside the
It's right my fucking ear,
Oh.
man. No, I'm just kidding.
He does that from time to time.
It's like this.
That's just what he does.
Him too. It really works.
See, it's
Her
harassment
too.
on
Him
Shadow.
too.
All right, so you guys, is anybody doing anything before dusk, or preparing to do anything before dusk in any way?
I
What's
would
it when we late
should we
afternoon?
start making
well,
bets?
dusk, yeah.
suggest a quick, suggestion. When you sneak over, I do have the ability to leave my shell, as it were, and mist my way
Yes,
across
I
some
noticed last time
distances.
when the orcish Fang Alley or Shadow
Yes.
Tooth.
Perhaps I could follow you in that form and cause some ruckus if you need it.
I would not be opposed. Ish. Frimin Flop.
You got the first 3 letters right, and that's all you need to say.
Mostly because his brain is
My
jelly.
mind doesn't quite. Scratch my
It's
side a little
That
bit.
was mean.
Doesn't quite work the way it used to after the.
I don't think I can tell you a single letter that's in my name. I just know that ish is correct.
Okay.
Those bags for the gunpowder, if you would. If you.
Yeah, watch this. And I take a square of leather and I cut into the diagonals so they come up, so they're like kind of like flowered out at the top. And I take a string and I just pull it around them and I go there,
Perfect.
back.
Alright, I need 10 more. 12 more?
So I'm going
There's
to
a
do
lot
the
of
talking.
bags.
We're getting a feast after.
So you're going to be going with him. Copy, that means you're my assistant.
All right. What does that entail?
We're going to walk across and talk to them.
Oh,
Right.
good. Across the bridge that said to
I'm
explode.
gonna let you guys plan. I'll be
that
right
is
back.
correct. Did you want me to?
No, it's okay. Go with him. Gubby can be my
You guys
partner in
want
crime.
Because I can be a little imposing if I want to.
That's all right. I have an idea. Actually, you know what? I'll go myself. Because Guppy needs to help get get all of the buckets in the all the barrels in the place underneath.
That's right. We need people to get.
And you're the only one who can handle the water.
I'll start
That is
like
so
putting
true.
gunpowder in them and tying them up and throwing a fuse in.
Decent, not too bad.
Practice.
Just make sure that the barrels
You
don't
have
get
any
touched.
beeswax or way to waterproof it?
By the water. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. I can probably
No.
shape water so there's like a water shell
Could
around
be.
it.
Do you
Perfect.
have a way to keep things dry?
Yes,
I
we were
was just talking about that.
So she's going to shape water around the barrels to get them into place.
So that there's water in a bubble around it, dry
Oh.
inside.
Oh, the shadow silk is waterproof if you need a waterproof fuse.
How much is there?
A lot.
Well, no. Don't worry about. Well, you can use a little bit, but that one's going to be the one doing the activating.
We don't need it.
Because we've infused it with
You can do anything.
magics, so you just need to hit them multiple of a time. I believe you know Scorching Ray, yes?
I can hit books a lot of time. Yeah, we can just put them in a line so it just.
Well, we want to get the massive effect, but don't do it until I give you my signal, which will likely be blah 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 running away.
Like you're gonna be talking like normal and running, or you're going to say blah blah blah?
I'll say that exactly,
So you're going to go blah blah blah.
and then run. When you hear
Okay.
something, run. Then
Well,
fire.
you're gonna like yell it.
Yes,
Aren't you?
yes, Alister. No, let Alister talk.
How are we supposed to move this giant cart with whatever is inside over the
Let it
bridge?
go.
I don't know. That's very likely.
We'll figure out how to get it later, but it'll run away from the people that imprisoned it.
Okay. No.
How long would I say this bridge looks?
The bridge is about. So what they've done is they've kind of extended out the rock by just placing earth on both sides, and then the bridge itself is maybe only like 30 feet ish.
Perfect. Perfect.
But leading up to it, it's almost like two edges of a cliff as it leads up to the bridge. So there's
So
still
like from shore to
back.
You're talking about.
Bridge
I
height.
might need to borrow a quarter.
You're talking about from where the
get to the
ends
other
of the
side.
bridge are.
How high
It's-
over the water is it?
Yeah, exactly. So it's maybe only like 6, 7, 8 feet down.
Perfect, perfect.
The
okay.
water
So you're just
itself,
staring
though,
at pieces.
moving at an insanely. The waterfall is right down, and it's
I can
kind of where you guys are.
Yeah,
Everything's
sure.
kind of coming down the hill and kind of sloping down.
Okay.
The water's moving relatively fast.
Can I tell if the waterfall is coming from like a large reservoir?
It's definitely coming from the northern mountains, which the amount of snow and it being about spring, summertime, and
Is it like
everything
a
kind of
dam?
melting. No, it's kind of coming off of a very large plateau area where it's probably a good 100 to 150 foot drop off of there.
So it's not like a giant wall holding back a massive amount of water.
Right. You would know with Orensill, the northern territory, the plateau that kind of follows it makes up everything north of that makes up almost a third of Orensill. So everything past that, and it's almost like been this divide. There's only a few places that you can actually get.
Seems inefficient.
You're playing a great part.
It is the way
That is some role playing right there.
So just you make sure that with Shadow, get the creature out. Try to get it happy. Shadow seems okay with animals.
Animals.
You two get ready to do blasting,
Okay.
and you're on putting the barrels into duty, and I will get everybody on the bridge. And if you're wondering how I'm going to do that and get away, because everyone seems to care so much about my safety when I'm talking to an entire army.
No, I
You're
just
very
trust you.
diplomatic
We're very
To do
fragile.
it.
and very good at running
I don't know if I
away.
trust him. Like,
He's going to pull out from his jacket the gold potion.
That's not gold. I forget what that is.
But
It's my liquid or lucker potion.
oh,
Oh yeah.
I forget when I gave you that. What is it? What's
What I gave it.
no, he
Oh.
gave it to
It
him.
gives me. You didn't give me exact, but you told me it makes me very lucky and succeed at everything I do.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on
So-
everything. Yeah. Sure. I'll allow that for let's just call it 10 minutes.
Sure.
Fair? Alright, for 10 minutes. So just if you guys don't mind helping your dungeon master out, what's the plan? That way I can do my thing on my end.
Mind control.
So you're gonna approach the bridge.
What are you doing?
After they go first, they need to go first to do their mission.
Okay.
Their stealth mission is a go.
I'll show
Okay. So let's do that.
Yep.
So you guys
That's first step.
so nothing else is
time is
happening
running
before dusk now.
It'll be dusk,
Dude,
and the
dude.
first step is for them to move.
You will get it back.
Do you need funny rope or like just rope?
Preferably
What
good
makes it
strong rope. I have to get
funny?
across the river.
Okay.
You can fly, can't you?
No.
Did you
do
say
not
you
have
can
fly.
put the shadow silk
Would
rope
you like
back
go
together?
Well,
under
it's
the
sort of
bridge?
wish.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Make me invisible.
Sure, why not?
I still have to get 30 feet.
Remember, if you figure out what's in there, I'll consider that a huge favor. I'll give you 50 feet of the rope.
Is there any way to
I
trick
expect
or
it back
disable
by
the
Thing.
you said something about a detection spell?
Yes, don't get it within 15 feet of the bridge at all. Any of you. I can be there most likely because I'm not problematic.
Perhaps we cross at the same time you
No, just go to the side. Just you can float, and that one can hit a tree across.
I can't float.
I can.
Yeah,
I
you
cannot
said-
carry you.
That's it's fine.
I was going to say I grapple us across. I have to pull out a grappling hook.
So don't get
And
within
we'll take
15
you
feet of
all.
the bridge ever.
Unless I tell you to.
Then
Okay,
how do we
because
put
they
the
can just stick
explosives?
the rope to the side of the bridge and go across.
When I tell you to.
Okay.
I was going to avoid the bridge.
Yeah, just tell them to hit the tree. There's plenty of trees across.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
How do we get the barrels under the bridge without the water going on?
She can handle it with shape water. We already talked about it.
No, but do the wards not work around the underside of the bridge?
Well, here's the thing. If you want
She's a
to...
Triton.
And?
She's not technically associated with Malric until recently.
Plus, I'm not going on. I'm not going to be the one going onto the bridge. I'm going to stay at the base of the bridge here, and I'm going to shape water around the barrels and take them up to attach.
All
In
right.
whatever way.
So let's just be like...
Saying.
So for real
Shadow.
quick. Because this is going to be so easy. You can walk on a bridge upside down just because you can.
Yes.
That rope can stick to things.
Yes.
Why don't you just take the bags and stick them with the rope to the bottom of the bridge?
She can just stick them there with the shape water. While I'm talking.
The
We'll do it at the same time,
That's
just
the,
in case
that's
of
the point of the
detection.
distraction.
Yes.
Because I don't have good presence. I cannot distract them with
I've got good presence.
diplomacy.
They'll
just scream.
they'll
I
just
can scream.
try to kill you.
Oh, Mr. Shadow. Just so you know, my misty form is only
That's the
like
smartest
10
thing
minutes
I've ever
long.
Should be plenty of time.
There'll be other sessions.
Yeah, I'll be like, the quantum mechanics.
Alright, so I'll assume it is mostly dark at this point.
If no one's doing anything else, then yeah, I'll say it's around 7:30. It's right at dusk.
Okay, so sun's getting real low.
Very much so. So, what are you doing now? You're about a half mile away.
Okay.
I probably should get pretty close before I
I'm gonna say
missed.
maybe you climb.
Okay, so
over
while we're
with
walking
me,
up,
and then we do.
because we all walk up as a group, technically.
You guys are all going
I don't know
together.
if you
As we're
noticed,
walking
I'm
up,
a little bit
pass without
clumsy.
trace.
Pass without trace. Okay.
Best spell in the game.
How long? How wide is the radius?
30 feet.
Okay. So we'll get like a couple 100 feet away, and then I'll.
Yes, exactly. And we're just gonna put your armor in a bush.
But that is so unseemly,
bush.
but understanding.
It's awesome.
Tim.
Do not pay attention to the armor in the bush.
One leg out here, an arm.
So make sure you guys with pass without trace within 30 feet, plus 10 to your stealth.
It's fine.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
What still?
So you guys are all stealthily making your way, staying with less than 15 feet away from the bridge.
Yep. And getting to probably so we'll probably go off map here to the right, but to let these two off. One, so his body can be in a bush. And then it'll just be the Audens. You guys can be no, you guys would be exactly probably 30 feet away from me, hiding in the shadows of the bridge, not close enough to the bridge to be detected, because I gave you it would be in 15 feet. Yeah, that works perfectly. And then Guppy, you would be within 30 feet of
We're
me,
up against
but below.
the boulder like
I'm gonna be.
Walking up at the exact same time.
Oh, Alister. Brother tree.
Okay. Everybody. Everybody give me a stealth check, and I gotta do a group stealth check if you guys are making your way to the bridge. We'll start to my left, Duke, and make sure you have the plus 10 when you tell me.
Oh, I know. With Renfields.
Yep. Do
That'll be a 38.
Hold on. That's amazing.
10.
This is
10,
good.
10.
So the Duke,
Just a plus 10.
the Duke has 29, and Renfield has, I think he's so. Oh no.
Hold on, we'll get to you. We're doing Duke and Renfield.
And Renfield has oh my god, he has a 34.
4. Guppy, what'd you get?
3. And that one with the turns into a 3.
Well, it turns into a 13.
13 with plus 10.
13.
Oh wait, plus 10
Pass
for
without trace.
But it wasn't that one.
trace.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was.
Shadow?
That was the 38 with pass without trace and my plus 10 stealth.
Alister?
25.
Things.
Gogmagog?
23. Well, it's combined for both of us. It's 25.
25 together? Yeah.
I would have rolled a 28, but I had disadvantage, and so I rolled natural.
Why do you call this?
Because I've got
Great.
Okay, so you're actually.
90 armor.
Who is anybody actually going onto the bridge
Yes.
or within vicinity of the
Yes.
bridge? You are.
At the same time that Guppy is, because she has to get within 30
Can I give
50
Guppy
feet
a blessing?
I'd love to be less.
Can I use my reaction to give Epic a blessing?
Don't fuck up.
With what? With what? The stealth check?
Yeah.
All right, roll again. How much you get?
You'll add a d6 to it.
Oh, you throw a d6.
Okay.
Big number.
Ooh, 4.
Not bad.
So that's
17.
I mean, that is not terrible.
It was gonna be a 28, I swear.
I'm just gonna look over and go, where'd Guppy go?
Thanks, that means so much.
Oh, you're here.
It's like it's your enemy. Don't attack me, that's rude.
Immediately stepping into the ward, it's almost like you stepped into a fairy fire spell. You start to glow an instant, like, red aura completely around you as you walk on the bridge.
That's fine.
You see about 4 or 5 guards. I'll just say 5 guards. 4 or 5.
Sure.
What am I saying? 5 guards kind of run to the other end of the bridge. 2 of them are holding pikes, and the other ones are drawing swords.
Renfield's behind me, but my hands are
He's
just behind.
also glowing a very bright
That's
red
fine.
aura.
His hands are behind his back, and then he just looks over. Oh, good evening.
Say, why are you passing on this bridge?
I'm heading back to my school.
Just you?
And Renfield.
Give me a deception.
Renfield.
I don't know where his token is.
Is it?
Where's Renfield?
What's that thing?
That's somebody else.
There's the rat.
Is it him?
It's one of him. That's fine.
It'll work.
It's his scary
The
version.
intimidating version.
It is the scary version.
This?
No, that's not him.
He's
That's
holding
fine.
like a man.
Who's that?
Oh, that's John.
Oh.
That's John at work.
It's the kitty in today.
Working worker.
I mean, it's fine. Like a 14. Whoa.
A 14? Only humans can cross this bridge.
Since when?
Since we built it.
I used to come by here all the time.
There's a few other guards starting to come out of tents and approaching this direction.
He's-
too, about another 6.
I am Dr. Sorrentos.
Dr. Sorrentos. Going to school where?
The Northern Empire.
Northern Empire. The bridge takes you to the north in the other direction.
No, it doesn't. You go this way because you have to get up the plateau. What are you talking about?
No, this way takes you back to the to Woodsguard.
Yes, but you have to go up this way to get to the left.
You can try to roll deception if you'd like. It's a very high roll.
17, actually.
They don't believe you.
Yeah.
They know exactly where this is go. No, you're quite wrong. Turn around.
No, actually.
I don't think I am.
Okay, so while he's kind of diplomacying his ass off, what?
Diplomacy.
Guppy, what are you doing?
So I have been taking my trident and using it to kind of shape water around the gunpowder receptacles and like kind of raising them up and like kind of moving these bubbles to different points under the bridge where they would need to be. That's a good point. How am I sticking these?
They're shadow silk. We've
Perfect,
tied the shadow
perfect.
silk to them because it sticks to them.
Because it sticks. So I'm just like. Right there.
Okay, gotcha.
Sticky like me.
Stick. It's like a little gooey. Well, we don't know anything about you yet.
Nothing.
I demand to speak to your supervisor.
Karen.
Am I glowing red as well if I'm not like technically
Are you
on or
within
touching?
Are you within 15 feet of the bridge? What's the distance
Yes,
of?
but I'm like, yes, but so I'm right here. So I suppose 5 feet, but there, I'm in the recesses, like the shadows, like. I'm trying to make myself as pressed up
And the
against
Duke
as
is on the
small as
right
possible.
side of the bridge, like complaining.
The range
Right.
on the range on the spell is 30 feet, so you're able to be out of range and still do it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
I'm just letting you.
are you? Because if this is 30 feet across, I would need to get a barrel on the other end, which would give me what is.
You can go in the water.
If I can help it. I mean,
Just for a second.
I could go in the water.
For
Just
somebody
for a
that's
second, but
obsessed
they're
with
rapids.
cleaning water,
Yeah, but you're
clean water.
a Triton.
You're awfully.
From where you're at, if you don't want to get
Okay.
detected, you can put as many bags as you want using shape water about halfway up the bridge, but not on the other side of the bridge.
Right, from where I am here.
Mhm.
Right. So
If you get within that 15-foot range, though, you would have to get basically right up to the bridge to be able to reach the other side to place explosives.
Or the water.
Or in the water, that's fine too. It's still within 15 feet.
It just depends. Shashandri take you the moment you enter.
Shishalti,
Just salty, that's it.
She's shouting.
if she's worth her salt, will know that I got a job I need to get done. So I will. Fine, I will. It is rapids, but I'm going to use my tail to effect and try and find good stable footing. To be able to
Finning?
Finning, yes, to go about.
So it's about 8-foot drop. It's pretty sheer. It's about 8-foot drop going into the water, like I
Okay.
said earlier, and then the water itself is moving very fast.
You can just shake water yourself out.
Yeah.
Do we have any?
Can I even do 2 shape waters in the same room?
Well, you don't need to use 2 right now because you've already attached it. You can just move yourself there.
Well, I'm trying to get one to the far end, which is why I'm going in the water and
So
all.
the cat's
What if you're definitely going down and into the water? That's fine. I need to know what your swim speed is. I know you have a different swim speed.
I believe it was 60. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We tossed
Oh, wait.
Guppy a bit of
We're holding
should
the
be
other side of the
60.
shadow silk rope and telling her to tie it around her
Oh,
waist.
that's so smart.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, that would be smart, wouldn't it?
It's like yoink.
And then we're gonna fish her back up.
It doesn't.
It should be on there.
It should be on here somewhere, but it's 50 sounds right because 60 is double what I have. And, well, over double what I have, and that's not okay.
No, I think it was supposed to be double. That's why you're slower, but you're fast.
Fair.
Fast
So
as fuck.
50 then.
Suddenly I feel
What is
smart.
it?
50.
50. The water is
You
moving
good?
just a touch faster than your swim speed, so you are drifting. But just give me a balance check too as you're climbing down these rocks. What are you just jumping right down in?
Well, I don't want to make I mean, it's rapids. It's not making a splash, but I don't want to like splash, right? So I guess I'm kind of like how you get over the edge of a pool with your, your muscles back here. You just kind of like lower yourself.
Just
and
give me a
kinda
balance check real quick.
It's fair.
It won't be too bad, I promise.
16.
16.
not bad.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, you slide right out into the water, and even though you're doing your best to keep up, you're still drifting a little bit down.
So before I drift too far, I'm gonna get that stuck on the last far end here, and I'm gonna start trying to make my way.
You can action dash, and you'll have 100, and you can get more further after you attach it.
Like
No,
back
go back.
up the.
We'll go back. Get back a little bit so you can get pulled up by the end, so you're not so close to the bridge.
Fair.
Just
So
give
then,
me,
and y'all are gonna pull me back.
just give me an athletics check while you're in the water,
good.
please. You start feeling like even the speed or like the flow of the water is pulling you even harder.
Ooh.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Almost that same feeling of like the water kind of pulling you when you're in like your bungalow
Okay.
at the bathhouse. It's almost like that. Like you're really having to fight it, but you do.
I'm
You keep it
trying
very
not to
minimal amount
panic.
of time.
Yeah.
In the water.
I did not want to be here. Which is weird, I know, but shut up.
So yeah, I'll allow you to place all the bombs. Give me, it's very low, but just while you're placing the bombs, just give me a demolitions check as you are placing bombs.
That's so true.
Can I help you?
Where was that?
I don't think any of us are.
He has demo, I think.
He is not. He is not next to you.
My
though.
shadows across
I mean, it's not a 1.
It's a 6.
A 6. Got you. All right. So you place the bombs to your best of your ability. They do stick up there, like I said. Okay. Anything else as you kind of get out of the water? You have the athletics to still get out of the water and everything.
So when I get out of the water, I'm going to try and creep stealthily over to the Ettins and inform them that I have placed them to the best of my ability, but I'm not sure how well placed they are. Do you mind looking and seeing if I need to move anything? No, like stick your head out and see if you can see if they're placed right.
Yeah, as you guys pull her back and she's telling you this, what are you two doing? Because I know you guys are doing something different.
Yeah.
So this is the part that I was waiting for. honestly.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm in the tree.
I'm in a
As
tree.
you can see.
If you can see, I got
actually
blocked
can't see.
bush.
One of the soldiers sees, is that tree on fire? Is it smoking? I'm just kidding. That was bullshit.
Yeah, and this misty form, it's just this mist kind of floats out over the grass,
So
barely perceptible.
So I just imagine got full hood on, like horns kind of peeking over, crouched down almost on all fours in all black. But I've just got this like cloak of mist around me as you're like basically wrapped around me and we're sneaking through this camp. So I'll go around and put one of these larger kind of sacks at each of these tents.
How did you cross the river again?
So, tree with the shadow silk rope.
Okay.
I attached it over, climb over. Do you want me to give you...
So you're attaching it to the rope or that tree right there, basically, and you're going over there? Got you. Yeah, give me... I guess maybe... I'll allow the rope because it doesn't take very much, and I know you have great dexterity, but I definitely want some kind of balance or a parkour check as you try to cross.
Let me try and do a balance.
That's fine.
Fuck.
Tell me more.
Well...
Did you roll that one? You fall into the water.
So I am floating
You are floating.
with you. I'm floating with you, and I can manipulate objects. I probably can't pick him up, but can I somehow assist him in
Maybe
The
disconnect
rope, the rope attaches.
Yeah, the rope is just stuck to your hands.
You're basically being dragged through the water
Yeah,
as the rapids try.
you're like basically trying to skimboard on this rapid right now.
So, as a DM, he rolled a nat 1, so I will say he fell into the water, or is falling into the water. You see this happening? I'll give you something to do. Just tell me what you want to do.
I see you kind of start. Is he still holding the rope when he falls?
He's falling into the water. He's literally is falling
I was
into the water.
imagining
He
I was
is
like
mid-air
tightrope
falling
walking
into the
across.
water. I'll give you a quick action reaction. Do something if you like.
Shit, I probably can't cut the rope, and I don't have a rope next to me.
Catch me.
I'm over here.
The rope's on the tree. You can manipulate the rope to go back to him, potentially, maybe.
Out.
I don't know.
Is only one end attached?
No,
I'm just
okay.
trying to.
Both ends are attached.
Like rocks to tree.
Okay, so
Manipulate
I'm
their
going
cloak
to
stick to the rope.
detach from him as you're slipping, and I'm going to go back to the rock, and I can move 10 feet per turn.
Okay.
And as an action, I'm going to detach the rope and throw it to him. That's the most I can do, I think.
Give me a dexterity save, Shadow.
Something I should be good at.
Bum, bum,
Another.
bum.
Motherfucker. 13.
You catch it, but
I'm gonna hit these rocks, aren't I?
you're gonna hit some rocks. The rope does attach to you. It's sloppily attached to you in a way where, as it kind of whips around your body, you grab it, but as you get carried down the stream, you're in the water. It kind of whips you around, and it's on your back, and your arms aren't even like grabbing it, but it is attached to you in the tree. As you smash up against the rocks, you're gonna take
Waterfall jacket, rocks below.
you're gonna take 6 bludgeoning.
Ow.
And you're about
Sharp rocks with
it's about 50 feet. You're
That
about
was absolutely.
You're about 30. You're about 30 feet downstream
Okay, so
from where that was. So maybe a good 50 feet from the bridge in total down the stream that way. Yep. As the water is just rushing over you.
I'd want to try and like spin myself around or try and grab this rope and climb up it to the best of my waterlogged ability.
I'm gonna say that's probably athletics. Resistance. I'm trying to get around.
17.
17. Yeah, you make it to shore, but you're quite down the shoreline, and you're on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start floating back, and above the table, I'm just wondering. Not above the table, I guess. Alister, as he's floating back, is wondering how fucked those bags of blowing up things are from the water.
So you're looking underneath to see if they're set properly?
No, I'm worried about the ones he's carrying.
If he lost any?
Or if they get wet destroyed.
I mean, they would probably get wet unless you have them in something that wouldn't get wet.
I was specifically told to
you
make
did
the
say something
quickest
about
bags possible.
You did say that the rope that you used
Probably not.
doesn't get wet or something?
The rope doesn't, but that was what I gave him to cross.
But that's also he used it to make the ties for the bags.
No, that was just regular.
Oh, that was just regular?
Did you use the demonic infused gunpowder?
Oh yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
So how many bags did you have in total?
I think it was 12. And they're kind of like, looks like these flour sacks.
All right, you lose half of them. Half of them get soaked, and the other half are dry.
Hey, that's workable.
12 of them weighing you down?
But you guys are probably 50 feet downriver on the other side now.
Maybe that's
you went to him, correct? Got you, right?
No, not after I saw he got the rope. I'm floating over the river at this point.
So,
okay.
Clamber up, get to the tree, detach it.
No, I'm
keeping y'all.
Gonna be this jelly bean.
You guys still have pretty good stealth check. It is getting about almost nighttime now.
Okay.
It's getting late dusk though. So what are you guys doing over there? You hear the Duke just.
Renfield, I can't believe this. This indignity. A doctor of the land being told I can't come in. It's racist, I tell you.
Just give me a diplomacy real quick. We're just gonna keep doing this and see how well of a distraction you're being.
I'll look over to this ghost. It's pretty on brown thing.
28. 28.
Very nice. Yeah, they're listening to you and they're just looking at you like, who the fuck is this guy? And now there's about a dozen guards. All of the
asking for the commander.
Yep, got you.
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, no, he's doing great, giving you guys the distraction. All eyes are on him right now.
Bob.
Since we're like behind this
You're up there going,
and the bags are under the bridge, can I just poke my head around to try and get a look as to see if she put the bags on correctly?
Give me
barrels.
As I
both of you
request.
give me demolitions if you're
Under
checking
there.
that. And you guys can do that individually.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel.
I don't think I have a very.
So the fallen pillar that's over there, you see one head pop out, and then you see God. You see Ish heads pop out, and you see God's head pop out, and they're both kind of looking out.
And then Guppy
So
peeks
let's
between them.
see if let's see what Guppy did. All right. Okay, what'd you?
I got a 16.
Did I do
Okay.
good?
4.
I didn't do good today.
You can't see the bags for some reason. You're just like,
a bit more.
you know that this where they've been placed is with how strong the demolitions are. They're probably placed good enough where it destroys most of the bridge and at least it connecting. It probably won't destroy like one side of the bridge, but at least half of it, if not 2/3 of the bridge, will most likely be destroyed.
Using my knowledge of masonry, can I just know if they're on the structural weak points of the bridge or not?
Yes, to make the bridge go away. Yes,
Okay.
the bridge will be destroyed, but not completely. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Good enough.
But like not enough for an army to go over.
I'll look over.
So, what did you see? The bags are on the good points to be on. Alright, so we're good. It's not gonna fully go. Perhaps if I amplify my magics. Should I? Yeah, maybe if you just like really pick it up for once. What did you just say? Like if you like picked up the pace and you did it. I always bring my best. No, I'm saying if you pick up the pace, like you did it a little quicker. I should do it now. Yeah.
No.
For the first time ever, Ish is actually planning.
No.
And it shows.
Guppy, you're soaked. You're just.
Just like, yo, I can move one of them. Just tell me which one to move.
If there's
Try
one
to move
thing Ish likes, it's seeing something explode. No.
Great.
I wanted to go, but
I'll look at you when you say, And I'll think about what you said, and I'll be like,
No.
Okay.
No, I will fix it.
Thanks.
Right now, will fill in the gaps.
All right.
My powers, my strength.
Gubby is desperately wishing I could talk to Sprinthos about the fuckery going on out here.
Renfield!
Don't believe it.
It's like every like 10th word is just Renfield. You just hear blah 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 Renfield, blah 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 Renfield.
Renfield, back me up, right?
So what are you doing, Magog? How are you amplifying this, so to say?
with some, I'm gonna wait to do all that once the super impressive code is given.
Yeah, I do have a code.
But
do you
want me to tell you now?
I'll wait. I want to be surprised. I got you, Papa. If I can improvise a Japanese bathhouse, I can improvise that.
So unexpected.
So while you guys are doing that, checking out the weak point, knowing where to amplify it with demolitions, you telling him the weak point, you feel that the bridge will most likely be completely destroyed. Cool.
I think you're doing it.
So back to the gas man and the slime dude. Shadow and Alister, what are you guys doing right now?
While you're climbing up the rope, I'm going to kind of mist my way over to the big cage wagon.
Okay.
And
What your 40
then I'm
I see.
go under the door or through a crack and see what I can see.
Got you. Give me an investigation. Shadow, what are you doing?
So I will start approaching and then kind of stand up and then cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, so you are invisible on top of I don't think you're within 30 feet. Yeah, you're not within 30 feet.
But so advantage on stealth checks, so
yeah, you get advantage. But I'm gonna need another stealth check from you as you're moving through several single and two-man tents and squadron tents getting to the
I get with advantage because I'm in this form.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll as well.
I roll 14.
Here's me big numbers. 27.
Oh, do I still have cast without trace?
No, you're not within 30 feet of the
Okay,
Duke.
so I have 14.
Okay, got you. From behind you, you hear, what was that?
I have 10.
Okay.
It's coming out of one of the tents, and you see like a hand, in like a full armor gauntlet, like grab out of the squadron tents and start to open it. What do you do? I'll give you a couple seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of melt into almost like the grass, like the dew.
Okay.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
just move right like through the grass, as it were.
Okay.
And towards the whatchamacallit?
What was your stealth?
Wagon.
What was your stealth check?
14.
Feel free to look, bud.
ooh.
He walks. You see a man in heavy armor coming out of one of the more gilded squadron tents. You see an elegant armor, gold tipped and refined with like gold leafing around it, and etchings of what look like different battle scores and other maybe deities on it. He looks like some part of a royal guard. And you would know he's wearing a white veil sort of armor. He's probably a top paladin. He comes over and he walks basically within 5 feet of the mist as he pulls out a sword. This mist doesn't look right. Why is it just here? I'll give you a couple seconds to make a
Is
decision.
he wearing a helmet?
Yes.
I'm going. I'm actually going to kind of start twirling.
Okay.
And I'm going to form into a shape. Okay.
What shape?
of Renfield or of Duke Sorrenthos.
Okay, so
look like Duke Sorrenthos.
Give me. That's gotta be performance, I think.
Okay. There was an investigation rolled before this happened.
Please tell me.
But this was for if I make it into the thing you told me to roll investigation.
Yes.
I did get a nat 20 on that.
Okay. Oh, guys.
Sparkle finger.
Okay, but but that is maybe for later.
No, it's fine. You're climbing up to look in it. They notice that there's a mist over there that's like over the cart. You briefly look in it. It's very dark in there, but you do, even with a nat 20, it being. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
You do have dark vision. You see what is the shape of a large creature in this crate, but they are kind of twirled up. You see some kind of like, and with there not being any color that you can see with dark vision, you just see like bat-like wings and scales kind of like wrapped around itself in there. But just for a split second, you only get about a 1 second glimpse of this before this royal guard starts.
Okay. So, I'm gonna kind of emerge from this mist and kind of make a rough shape. I can't be solid. I'm still mist.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make it look like this skinny dude with this huge collar. And
as exaggerated as possible.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else?
I am going to say something. I'm going to utter some words.
Tell me more.
I've heard commotions and him yelling over there on the bridge, correct?
Jimmy's your manager.
I'm going to say, I've been looking for a manager, blah, blah, blah.
Do I hear the blah, blah, blah?
A manager?
No, it's you're across. You're across. You're across. You're across. You're across. You're across.
That was our signal. That was our signal. We needed to know.
Wait, what was the signal? Is there a signal for real?
You're across. You're across. He's across. He's all the way across.
I'm running.
What? Tell me what's happening right now as a group because I missed it when I stepped out.
I fucked up.
No, it's too late. You already said it.
No, you didn't. This is wonderful.
To be fair, there are rapids.
I'm sorry you're dead.
So
9 times out of 10, we should hear this. I just want to know. DM.
Hold on. We got a couple minutes. We got 5 minutes. All right. So real quick, what was the code? Was blah blah blah?
I didn't know this.
Okay.
You have to look at me.
Blah blah blah. And who's running at that point?
No. He needs to.
You're running. So you're blah 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 Renfield in the distance.
No, blah blah. I'm running.
That's the whole
phrase.
thing.
Blah blah blah. I'm running.
So you said that.
No.
You said blah.
Blah blah.
I was talking to this shining knight with the.
He only said the first part.
Sigils, and I go.
What do I miss here?
Blah blah blah. I've been waiting for a manager for so long, or something to that effect. And then after I say that, I'm gonna kind of collapse back into this little mist and kind of just inconspicuously float away.
And leave me alone.
The Royal
And you said
Guard.
something about performance.
The Royal Guard's gonna pull out a javelin and throw it at you to try to stop the mist and see if it stops.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what your AC is when you're mist.
Yeah.
When the blah 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 happens, you're right next to us. You see both of us just go.
5 though.
I'm like a couple of dogs, just like.
I'm just imagining you waking up. No,
I'm just sitting there like, no, look at me.
One
Eyes on me,
second.
quiet. It wasn't.
I have resistance to non-magical damage.
It's just a javelin getting thrown at you.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
20.
To Adams.
Your AC is 20 when you're in gaseous form?
It doesn't change as far as I know.
I mean, it is hard to hit water particles, I would imagine.
It's hard to make any contact.
I've tried.
It doesn't solid.
I have advantage.
I've tried to
Yeah.
kill
So. Yeah, that's
I've tried to just
Okay.
fog
as far as I know.
I never can.
He throws it, and where the javelin kind of hits you, it just hits the middle of your mist, but you just keep going around and drifting. He pulls out a ram's horn.
Perfect.
And he starts to bell.
Oh wow, that's so much better.
So I'm going to kind of start misting my way towards the bridge.
Can I, as I'm invisibly observing this,
Yes.
as I watch him take out this ram horn, presumably he'd have to lift the visor of his helmet, yes?
It's kind of like Alister's. It's a chainmail. It just kind of goes underneath.
So he's flipping up this chainmail.
Mildly, a little bit.
Can I approach within, say, 10, 15-ish feet? And go ahead and give him a little of the hand crossbow special.
Hand crossbow special. Yes, certainly. Give me an attack roll.
I would have just.
You see him pull out the bellow, and he gets out like the very mildest, shortest note of a.
Alex, you have a token.
What?
You have tokens.
Remember? Tokens? Oh, I do.
Pet point.
So does a 17 hit?
Does not.
All right. Does a 19 hit as I use my 2 pet points?
You use your 2 pet points. It does not hit.
Oh!
But he was not convinced at all with
It's
my
close.
performance.
What was your performance roll?
I didn't really.
Oh yeah, roll me a performance real quick.
I mean, it probably can't be
maybe
sorry.
he was
Yeah, no, he was definitely not convinced.
He hears a ting hit the back of his helmet as you go to shoot at him, and he's still just rolls it. You hear the sound of bellows.
Perfect.
And that's where we're gonna leave it.
I didn't get to explode.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Thank you guys. Forged in Fantasy, 10% off. Tell them MythFits sent you. And wow, that's a great face. Bye guys. See you next time. Bye.
Legends,
Myths
myths,
never
they
die.
die.
Goodbye.